And we are kind of live.
Yeah, kind of.
Kind of. Hello.
Hello.
Hello there to our lovely audience already. Let's go.
It's those guys again.
You know what? It's the same, but it's fine. We love having the lovely people here, as always. The people from our Discord, from XboxFighters, and whoever else decided to come in here and watch. Yeah, we're really happy to see everyone here.
Yeah, I mean, the whole thing started with 5 people, and all of them were in the Discord. So I'm happy with how things are now.
I believe it's going on really good. Not only that, but the tournament is growing. I believe we have more participants this time than the last tournament too.
Yes. Let me check how many checked in yet, but it looks pretty good. Yep. Also, Freshman is here. Hype for Freshman.
I was just playing him. Good
Yeah.
to see Freshman back. And also working on his Mary. Good
Yeah.
to see another Mary player.
It's Freshman, and I like Freshman because he plays Ken. And
Of course.
Ken players are a special kind of people.
Yeah, they're definitely a special kind of people. It depends on who you ask too. Are you asking Ken players or are you asking not Ken players? We're going to have all different answers, but it's fine. We still welcome them in the community anyway. We kind of have to.
You have to, yeah.
Yeah, if you don't like
for
it,
real,
Dragon
man.
Punches and wake up, then you're not going to like Ken.
Yeah, Ken. Yeah, Freshman plays Ken. He plays Charlotte. He plays Mary. All characters.
We love our DPs over here, is what we're saying.
Yeah, all characters I play, so I like it. I approve.
Don't get jealous, Ken's cooler than everyone else. This man, look at
Yeah.
him. But yeah,
I agree.
It's fine. It's good that we're already having a great atmosphere in here, a very friendly and welcoming atmosphere. So I'm sure that everyone here coming in, everyone participating is going to have a great time. We're going to do our best to ensure that's the case tonight.
As always.
Of course. So we will be starting at any minute now, but we are still waiting only for a few of the participants to check in to give them a chance to make sure that they can join in the tournament. So don't worry, stay tuned. We're going to start really soon.
Yes.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one. You know, there's a lot of activity in King of Fighters on the Discord at the moment. New players joining all the time, and we've got some really good players.
Awesome.
And I think most of them are signed up for this. So
Also, new
should get some
character.
good matches.
New character. We have Rugal now.
Yeah, my people are trying hard to ban him, but I believe we are fine with this character in this situation here. At least he cannot do everything that the boss version can. But hey, it's still a very fun character to play. We're having I'm pretty sure we can expect a lot of Rugal representation in this game, and who knows? Maybe we will finally see more of the DLC characters from the last team, the Garo team, as we did not get to see much of that during the last tournament. They were very new, so I suppose many people were still not very confident on using them. But you know, maybe we'll start seeing some more Gato in this, maybe some Rogue, and maybe not. I may just be saying it because I play her, but we're definitely going to see some B Janet in here.
Yeah.
I hope so. But I think you're right. Last time, that whole team is pretty high execution with lots of like Dragon Punch cancels and things like that to get the most out of them. So you can understand that people wouldn't pick them up right away. But hopefully, it'd be good to see some.
I suppose we had enough time for people to get used to them, so maybe and probably we're going to see many of them, because especially Gato has a lot of different routes and a lot of things he can do off his buttons, but he's an extremely powerful character. If there's a reason he's become so popular in tournaments all over the place, many people consider him to be one of the best characters right next to Ralph and Vanessa. So we
I'd
can
agree with
expect
that.
to see maybe some of that, yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Gato's he scares me.
yeah. All right. So let's go over the rules real quick.
Sure.
Standard tournament fair, single elimination this time. There's the bot. So nice bot. At least one bot that works. Single elimination, first to 2 matches, advances. Grand finals are first to 3. As always. Loser can change their characters however they want. The winner is locked to their team. And the order can be changed however they want. Everybody is free to change whatever order they want. And the host will decide which matches will be streamed. Not every match will be streamed because that would be way too many matches for today. So
yeah, especially considering how many new players we have, how many new people to the tournament. I know many people over the course of the month joined the Discord and they were very interested in playing King of Fighters. And I know many of them have heard about the tournament we're hosting every month. So I'm sure not only are we going to see more players this time around, but maybe, just maybe, next month we're going to have even more of them.
Yeah, we try to show different people on stream, so it's not just the same two people on stream every time. But yeah, the more people advance in the bracket, the more the diversity.
Of course,
will show.
once we start moving on in the tournament, we're going to have even more of the total matches streamed. And don't worry, we're going to make sure that we have a great variety of players, a great variety of styles, and a great variety of characters. So don't worry, that's what we do here at Xbox Fighters. We have people playing all sorts of characters, be it top tier, bottom tier, medium tier, everything. We play everything here, so don't worry about that. We're going to see plenty of varied and interesting play in this tournament.
Okay. So those are the rules. Have fun, and let's talk about what voices you hear, because some people like to have names and/or faces attached to those voices. So I'm the beautiful Lemmy Hawkins with the beautiful voice of a German.
And over here you have a moderately attractive Mexican man with a moderately attractive voice, I believe. I want to be humble, thank you. And I am DevilJ. I am very glad to be with you today. And finally, we do have our good friend.
And me, Omega Mad from Britain. Yeah. Not sure about the beautiful voice bit, but yeah.
See, we told you we are very, very, very diverse cast over here. We have some very talkative people. I know I don't shut up as much as I should have, and we have some very, very, very interesting and very, very charismatic people here from Lemmy, from Germany. We have someone from Britain, which is Omega, and guess what? We have something very, very local to the KOF scene, which is a Mexican man, which is myself. We're going because we have people from so many countries. Don't worry, we don't have any favorites here. We support everyone equally, so it's fine. You can tell right now that the organizers here at Lemmy is not biased at all, and I am not saying this just because I want to keep my job as a commentator. I am very, very genuine here.
Yeah, we are not biased, but shout out to Potato22. He's from Germany, and we're not biased now. Okay, so let's check the bracket real quick. How many people checked in? 15.
Yeah, let's take a look.
15 sounds good to me. Let's shuffle the bracket around one more time, and then we can start the tournament. Yay, no favoritism. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to look at this bracket.
The bracket is official now.
Now let's take a look at which matches we're going to have now.
Okay, first match.
Looks like
we're gonna start
fighting my team mod. Fighting my team mod
colleague. Yeah.
Buddy later on. Vero.
Yeah. Let's start with ErectedUnicorn and BringMeThatFlab. Not just any flab, that flab.
That flab. Got to be an earthquake player.
Oh yeah.
Now we're going to have them join the room real quick. Online.
Also, I have a small note on my table because I am old school and I don't have as many screens available as I want. We have so many different countries and flags, like France, Sweden, Germany, Spain, Mexico. It's great.
We have a lot of variety tonight, so let's go straight into the match as soon as possible. The players are finally here. They're about to get ready, and we're going to see some amazing play for our very own ErectedUnicorn here and Flab.
All right, have fun. This is all about having fun. So.
Oh, let's go, have fun, and as we can see, we finally, straight away, we have some Rugal representation, just as we expected, and once we are done with the character select, we're going to see what teams are we having. Surgical, ErectedUnicorn coming in with Terry Clark and Rio, and on the other side, we have Flab with sporting a team with Omega Rugal. We have Ramon and Antonov. Let's go, the match is starting now.
Does anyone know what this guy does?
Yeah.
Oh, he does so much.
Yeah.
Like for starters, he really is on your face, and you really have to look out for his movements. If he goes back and forth, you don't know if he's just going to do a feint on you or he's going to jump right at you. And we can see that Ramon here is going very offensive here, already taking down a good amount of Terry's health of Surgicals here, but they are keeping a good distance over here. That's great. Oh, we get a punish out of that, and that could be a lot of damage. He has meter, and he uses it. One of them to go for the super cancel. It's a good position for Ramon to be in, and as I say, that jump forward and into the grab, that's beautiful. Sure, he gets a good neutral jump and a lot of punish. He has enough meter to do a good amount of punish. That was a whole bar, and that's leave it almost completely closed before Ramon does a grab to finish this first round.
Don't get much closer than that.
Absolutely, that's not going to be a lot of recovery for Ramon, so that's going to be something to look out for. And Clark has many ways to get in close. For a grappler, he's very, very mobile. Just like that, he goes in a dash into a Frankensteiner. He has to be very careful. Any touch could kill now, but Ramon is no stranger to grabs. Let's go. An attempt to do a cross-up, not good enough. Clark goes in, but just out of range. This man is being bold here using his meter, but the cross-up fails. Is a trade, and that is not in favor of Ramon. Clark goes in, and we go into the second one. Both point characters are down, and we go against Antonov. Look at this mountain of a man. He's making sure his presence is known to everyone.
Yeah, one of my favorite characters that originated in 14.
Yeah, and the redesign helped him greatly, and now we love it even more. Even if Clark is dishing out all the damage using all the meter, he has to make sure to get a good head start. Now the flashes is more even. Oh, and that's a terribly missed DP. Oh, fortunately for Flab, Clark did not have meter to follow that up, but he went in with a dash into a Frankensteiner. That's an invincible startup, so there's no way to counter that. That was a beautiful read. He knew he was going to go for the grab.
That super just goes on and on. It just doesn't end.
Absolutely, but that was a beautiful read from Flab's side. He knew the grab was coming. He didn't try to challenge it. He jumped and got all the damage in. Now we have Rio. This is a very interesting character. Not as good as his friend Robert, but he's still very, very good in the right hands. And I believe Unicorn has some very good hands to handle Rio. Oh, the command grab. He was waiting for something else. He was getting ready to deal with that pressure. He did not expect the grab. That's a lot of grabbing, and Flab is ready to punish it. Once more the command grab, and that's a miss confirmed, but he's just building meter. That's a terrible miss, the EX move, and he can use the EX to follow the move, but it was not enough to kill, but just a few crouching kicks are going to be enough. That was a great first round, and our good friend Flab closes the first one with a victory with Antonov over here.
Antonov combos. That's so much damage.
Yeah, that was a very good use of meter, and as we could see, this Antonov knows his space very well and knows how to deal with things. That was a very interesting mix-up in his offense. He was able to constantly use the command grab against Unicorn, and it was so effective that we did not get to see Rugal. Maybe this is going to change now. We see a change of team in the side of Unicorn. We get a Dolores in instead. Let's see how this works out for him, as well as a change in order. Rio is no longer the anchor; he's going in first, but Clark keeps the mid point of the team to make sure he can keep some meter for Dolores here. Oh, an attempt to block in any incoming offense, but Ramon was clever than that. Flab just went for a running grab. Oh, the spacing was not good enough.
Yeah, Unicorn going to Rio first. He can be scary with Rio first. The parry he has. It's crazy. Wake up.
Yeah, Rio definitely has many ways to work properly without a much meter. So let's see if he's going to make use of it for his EXs or if he's going to build it up for his next character. Right now, the offense is really good. Flab is still really good with his approach with Ramon. He's just trying to confuse the enemy. What is he going to do next? But now the offense is strong and he gets a confirm it's going to be 1 meter. Of course it is. We go straight for damage, trying to take down Rio. As long as he goes down, it's worth it for Flab. It was a missed opportunity, but right now our good Surgical, our good Unicorn is trying to make sure to make the most of his offense. He's not trying to be very hasty with that meter. He's trying to slowly wear him down, make him come to him. That's a great way to end round.
EX Fireball stops him.
Yeah, that's a very good way to mix things up. If you want to just keep doing your normal fireballs, which do not travel on Rio, trying to mix in an EX1 is a great way to confuse your opponent, and it worked perfectly against his very run-happy Ramon. But now we have to deal with Antonov. This was able to take an entire team before. Is he going to do it again? The offense is still the same. He's still going for a quick offense to mix it up with a grab, and that's enough to take Rio down with barely any damage on. He's going to recover everything and move in with a full life character for the third round.
Now Clark time.
Now, who's going to out-grab the other here? Clark is a very dangerous character. He has enough meter for something real good. But that was a hit grab and he did block it. That was a full punish. Look at that. Those poses on him. Who's the bigger man right here? It is Antonov. That was a very risky. This is... Unicorn is going to really hard with those drawn grabs. Is it going to be the end of him or is it going to net him a good opportunity to attack? Oh, Antonov is very careful though. He knows what Clark can do and he's not taking any of it. But that was a whiff. Oh, what a
punish.
Wasted opportunity for a good punish.
Ooh, nice punish there.
Yeah, just...
Dolores time.
And Dolores comes in with 4 bars of meter. How much damage is that going to deal? You get a good hit in and it's a lot of guaranteed damage, but Antonov is very careful. You will expect more aggressiveness from him, but he is very methodical in his battle. Shatter Strike! And that's a terrible waste.
It's going to be a tough one for Antonov. Dolores can be very difficult to approach.
Absolutely, if you know the way to deal with it, to use their zoning is very hard. As the moment you try to get in, you get hit by the mud. But this time Antonov is very careful again. And that EX, that was nice. That was a risk that he took and it paid off. That was a beautiful anti-air into the super. Now pretty much it's very deep, it's very hard for Antonov here. Antonov has a lot of trouble trying to close in on zoners, and Dolores has great tools to keep you away. That jumping heavy kick is great. It has a lot of range, it covers a lot of distance, and it can stop you from jumping in very easily. And now we finally get to see Rugal. Is the man going to take the win in his own stage? We're about to see that right now. That's a beautiful roll to avoid the Rupuken.
Ooh.
Genocide cutter, barely any punish. That is a shame, but he is keeping the distance. That's a good way, and that could be a lot of damage if he confirms it to hit properly.
No.
Oh, life advantage is still there, but Rugal has many ways. Oh, there it is. It could be this one if he does it. Oh, that was too late. That is a very tricky move to combo off of. the EX recovers quickly and it gives you a chance to do something, but if you don't know the timing, it's very tough.
The amount of meter left in the life could be one combo for anyone at the moment.
Oh,
At this point, yeah, that was
so much.
that was very dangerous.
Oh.
No, that's not going to reach them. That
Not
is
full
a
screen.
mid-range
Not full
climax.
screen, no.
So we're going to try and do it without meter.
It's-
Not even enough.
That
meter yet.
was a beautiful bait, and as we say, Dolores has great buttons to keep you away, and that's exactly what they did. What's our good friend Unicorn here, and that is a one-on-one. We go for another match. Let's see how this match goes. It's a very interesting match we have between these two players. We can tell that Flab is very methodical in his advance. He does not rush blindly. There's not a lot of opportunity to punish. He makes sure to be outside of the character of the opponent's optimal range. It is a very tough match for Unicorn over here, but he's doing his best to adapt, and he managed to bring back that one from the brink of death. This time we see Ramon and Dinosaur instead of Rugal. Perhaps he feels more comfortable with him. Let's see how this works out for him this time. This is a full GAW team.
Yeah, we can see what kind of characters are preferred by that Flab. He's a big grapple player.
Yeah, he really likes this wrestling ring too. He's right at home over here, and he's bringing in, whether he knows it or not, the Mexican representation. So I may or may not be biased. In fact, I am not. But you know, I wanted to bring in the idea that there's some Mexican players over here, some Mexican characters. Well, that said, Rio is a very good character all the same, and that advancing kick, that puts him in a good place.
Rio from the original Team Mexico as well in '94.
Absolutely. So, who has the real Mexican representation over here, huh? Look at this. These guys are playing footsies over here. They're not playing KOF. They're playing footsies over here.
It works for Unicorn though. There's
Absolutely. It's working out really well for him this time.
He's doing a very good job of keeping Ramon out, which I have a lot of trouble doing.
He's definitely pressing buttons to make sure to stop his advance, but Ramon is very bold. All the same, he goes for the round twice. He's going to do a third time? No, but the jump in is good enough to deal some damage. Not a confirming to a combo, that was too high, and that's a full damage. He could go for one bar.
Oh,
he did not, he dropped it! Or perhaps he thought he could win without using the bar, but that was not the case. Maybe it would have been better to use the 1 bar of meter, but Ramon is down and Flab goes to his second character.
there goes Dinosaur.
At round 2,
To Dinosaur.
yeah. Now, Dinosaur has many good ways to close on in, and he has a lot of armored moves, so you have to be very careful. Do you want to close in to deal the damage with Rio, or do you want to try to keep it at distance? Rio, unlike Robert, is not as good at zoning it out, but that's a good approach to go in. Oh, this could be a lot of damage right here.
Oh, dropped it.
Oh,
That's... Rio went down, but not before dealing a lot of damage. It's going to be a good amount of recovery, but that was great work from Unicorn's Rio.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
He's not a stranger to the
Nice
combo.
basic Dinosaur BNB.
not seen that yet.
always got him cornered. See what you can do with it.
Then again, this is two very good characters at close range. So who's going to outgrab the other? And in this case, it's Clark.
Clark,
That's
yeah.
it. Dinosaur's dead.
Yeah, that's that.
And extinct again. Oh well.
It might have been a meteor that killed the dinosaurs, but Clark is going to make sure this dinosaur becomes a meteor. He threw him into the air so many times, that was the end of him. But here's a mountain himself. You could take out the dinosaurs, but not the mountains. Let's go with Antonov next.
Big damage.
Nov is trying to make sure to finish the job before it's too late. That was a beautiful grab into level 1. He's going to try to make sure the damage is felt over here.
Clark gets such good conversions from his meter. It's so easy to get his super links in.
Yeah.
It is, and Clark was very, very sure in this approach, but you know what? Antonov is great with those grabs. He's going to make sure to stop the advance and just stop you in your defense. This is Dolores with only 1 bar of meter. She's very limited the amount of damage she can deal, but if she can keep Antonov out of his optimal range, this is a very good chance for a Unicorn here. And as we say, making use of those great buttons, that jumping heavy kick is great.
Super fast. Solid as well. Unicorn with the life lead, but Antonov's sitting on a stack of super.
Yeah, and as we can see, Dolores has a great... Oh, look at that!
Whoa.
He has a quick mode. How much damage is it going to be? That could be a lot into level 2. Level 3, that is a lot of damage. Is Dolores going to be able to recover?
Not going down with his super meter.
Yes, absolutely. He has a lot of mirror. He's going to make sure to have used it. And as we say, that offense with that beautiful roll to close it up, and just like that, Unicorn advances in a beautiful display of skill. That was a great way to end the match. There was a lot of control in that match, and even though Antonov did a lot of damage, Flab was not able to secure the victory, but it was still an amazing show for everyone, and we hope the audience at home is enjoying this match.
What a great match to open this tournament with.
Oh yeah, we can still keep it going. That's right. Let's keep it. Let's see the replay. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, well played, guys.
Great match, yeah.
Oh dear lord.
I also like that we saw a both Antonov and Dinosaur. I feel like Antonov is such a good character, but he's not that people don't play him that much. At least not in our circles here. So it's refreshing to see him finally.
Yeah, I thought he was surprising. He's quite good when you get going with him, but he's a lot more difficult than you think he's gonna be.
Yeah, Antonov has an issue in which it is very hard for him to approach characters that have a good zoning, and this is King of Fighters. A lot of characters have great ways to keep him out. Dolores has a great moves to keep your opponent away if you know which button to press and where they are on the screen. But even without that, her buttons are so good at keeping you away. As we could see in this match, anytime Antonov was trying to do a jump in to close on her, she will just jump heavy kick and that was it. She didn't even need to do for jump CD. That was a great way to keep him away. This was her game. That change in team was the way to victory. Dolores closed the deal for Unicorn here. It was that got him the victory.
Next
Yeah,
match.
that Q-Max Super at the end was really good and almost brought it back. It was close.
We have Potato here.
Yes, next match is gonna be Falcon against Potato.
Perhaps we can invite Falcon in here.
So, meanwhile, Kelly and STX are playing their match off stream, as well as TD and Jalen. So, don't worry, they will play their match, but not on stream.
As we said before, there are way too many participants this time around, and sadly, if we try to stream every single one of the matches, we will be here all day. And unfortunately, not all of us can do this right now. But even so, we're going to continue streaming some quality matches, and this time, we're going to bring in here ExFalcon. He is not just any player, he is our standing champion coming here to defend his title.
Yes, he's not just a player, he is the player. So get hyped for that.
Yeah, this man is over here representing the entirety of XboxFighters out there, whether he wants to or not.
Yeah, very strong player.
In all seriousness, though, we're going to have a very great display of skill right now. He's going to show us how the big players play KOF right now. With that said, let's not forget how good our friend Potato here is. We still have yet to see his skills in this tournament, and we're going to see that right now. We can be sure that we're going to have a great spectacle right now.
They got that to show off.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We can be sure that whatever we see here is going to be a great show.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Potato play yet, so I'm interested to see can he slow down Falcon.
Yeah.
I played Falcon on day one of the game when I was still trying to get used to it, and Falcon understood how the game works very well. So,
yeah, I
learned a few things.
I played him in the first tournament, and in the first match I played against him, and it went as well as you would expect. Potato going with whip.
Good advance. He's going for cross up, but that Potato knows exactly what he's doing too. He knows how to deal with this. He's not getting caught in that stuff, and that's a good grab. Is going to be any cancels? There is none. He's very confident in the offense. There's no need to use more meter than necessary.
Two of the rarer scene characters here as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Whip is considered by many to be on the lower end of the tiers, but he's still a very capable character. There are many characters in this game, and none of them are terrible. And we can see that as Potato is putting her to good use. Look at the way he's dealing with his Chris's advances. He's got every approach covered, and that grab is going to close the round. The defending champion, ExFalcon, is down one character.
Yes, that's a totally unbiased point for Germany.
Of course.
Ooh,
that's a beautiful jumping grab. There could have been more, and there goes the quick mode.
Oh.
Jerry can do a lot of damage off of that. Keeping it short and simple, but very effective enough for an EX, which is felt right now.
Every Terry combo leaves such a mark. He's so good in this game.
Using the good frames to get in after that block string. And now we get Shermie. Now, am I going to be more biased towards a Shermie player or towards my fellow Mexican? We will see that right now.
Yeah, we're not biased here in commentary. Not at all.
Only a little.
Just for
Very
commentary.
defensive Shermie.
Yeah.
Normally see Shermie being quite defensive, but she's all
Yeah,
over Terry.
ExFalcon is forcing it.
Yeah, she has to.
Not only is ExFalcon a great player, but Terry is an amazing character in this game. If you get hit once by him when he has any mirror, that's going to be a lot of pain. And that's a beautiful block of the cross-up.
Yeah,
So,
virtually all of his
what a
moves
miss!
leave him safe. If you use them right.
Want to check
the
the
overhead.
bottoms?
The overhead
Waiting for you
again.
to make...
Where are you going? Crackshoot puts it back in the corner.
Information advance, and just the walk-up grab is going to close it. Guess what? The grappler went down with a grab.
All up to Mary now.
We got a Fatal Fury match here. Let's go. Let's see how this goes. And that's an EXDP right away.
Ooh,
Big combo.
nice combo.
That is a decent amount of damage with only one bar. And that could be it.
Not quite.
No, it is not. He decided not to go for the meter. And just one back at you. That was a nice grab before. Let me do it again for you.
Up to the anchor. Nobody has seen Falcon's anchor in this tournament yet, so pretty excited.
It's going to be an interesting display. Let's see.
Here is an interesting choice. It seems very low damage in this version.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. He's usually one of the strongest characters, but we haven't seen much of him here. Sadly, the changes to him made it so that he was no longer favored by the top players. But he's still a very good character. If you have legacy skill with him, you're going to do great things.
Yeah, most of it's very portable, isn't it? Some odd things they've done to him. He was playing in the week, and I saw his Dragon Punch got stumped, got knocked out of it during startup and halfway through. They've really messed with his priorities. It's gonna hurt. It could do.
Yeah.
It did not kill, but it is a very good lead. Sadly, oh, I was about to say she still has way too much meter, but sadly she did not get to use it. That was a very meaty projectile.
He probably could have woke up, dashed through it, but I see what he was doing.
Just like that, our defending champion has won over Potato. But that said, Potato is no slouch. He's been able to take down the champion to a point no one else has been able to until now. So it is going to be a very, very interesting match. There's been a complete change of teams on the side of Potato. We're going to see that right now with a new team of Leona, Kula, and Shermie.
Nothing will stop this show.
Yeah, obviously saw some big changes were needed from that last match.
Absolutely. That said, it's not like his performance was bad at all. It's just that there was a very good way for him to deal with everything. Now, we have some characters that are very good still, so how are we going to deal with his offensive?
Yeah, Leona, another very high execution character.
Potato still forced under defense here.
Completely. Falcon's Chris is very, very offensive, very aggressive, and you have to be constantly looking out from which side is going to come in. He's very fond of those cross-ups, and we're going to see it right now.
Yeah, especially the constantly switching sides against the charge character is very sad.
He's a dead of that.
Yeah.
That might have been that is a very interesting choice there. I mean, perhaps Potato is very, very confident in his Leona, but at the same time, with all those such changes, that's a lot of charges lost. And I believe that Falcon knows that. He's using that to his advantage.
Yeah, these left-right characters are very hard to deal with. Got to be so fast to respond.
Yeah. Going cooler now.
That was great defense, but Chris just cheers through it right now. Hopes to see these are knocking Chris down, but now just once more with the side switch into level 1, that's a lot of damage. Now Kula does have the most amount of resources, as Chris has, as you know, Falcon has been using his resources a lot more, but it doesn't really matter if you don't get an opening to use your meter, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the pressure there, he almost broke through the guard.
This is the opening he was looking for, but that was a drop and a half.
Nice block.
And make sure to capitalize on that. That's a dead Chris. But he did not go without dealing at least 50% of damage. The timer ran its course, and no, it's not going to be as much recovery as it could have been.
Ready? Go!
Oh. Jumping with Terry. Unfortunately for Potato, Terry has a lot of meters, so a good opening is all it takes for a great amount of damage. That walking grab.
Get hit. Uh-oh.
And guess what? Just get hit by a cross-up. That's terrible. And that's enough to kill. It costs you 2 bars of meter, but it's a dead character. You take those in this game. Now, Shermie with 3 bars of meter, that's a scary thought.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. Oh,
wow.
The confidence to that run-through.
Whoa.
Potato is making sure to make those combos optimal. That is the best way to check in the damage. Oh, the bait in that.
Nice.
There's no recovery from it.
Nice bait there.
Yep.
And there goes Terry.
That is at
Hard
the
to stop that
top.
momentum.
That Shermie is at the top. Now that's complete full life, about the same amount of meter that could go to anywhere. That said, Shermie is perhaps the better character in this situation, but we cannot take into we have to take into account that the ExFalcon is very good with the Ori. That's a lot of potential damage, but he did not convert it into a more. He's confident. He's trying to keep that damage, that meter for more combos. Is it going to be a good idea? It doesn't seem like it's the case. Is this going to kill? Okay, Chad, is it going to kill?
Yes.
It absolutely is. Perhaps Potato should have used that meter. Is going to cost him the match. And just like that, ExFalcon takes the win.
Very good stuff. Very close match. I really like how close that was.
Nice character variety so far this tournament as well.
Yes, so it's there was a bit of lag, yeah. I can imagine. There's quite a
Yeah, there
quite
was a bit of that. But we're here.
Yeah, we can see that. All right, next up, we're gonna do Victalbir against WIlliWaller.
And any other matches that we need to take care of here?
Right, who we got next up? Did Kelly finish her match?
Kelly finished her match. Yeah, it's Victalbir and Willie now.
Who won from the Kelly
Very
match?
well. MC won the Kelly match. Kelly is out. MC is next up against ExFalcon.
Oh yeah, I see 2-1. Victalbir and Willie. These guys were playing earlier.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be an interesting match, that's for sure.
I bumped into Willie originally on ranked play, and we had some good room lobbies after, so I invited him in, and now he's one of us. I get to get beaten up by him all the time.
So you guys have seen plenty of Willie playing in these rooms, right?
I've played him once.
Yeah.
That's good. I suppose we can expect some good play from our friends over here, our Victalbir and Willie.
I haven't actually seen Victal play yet.
I think I played him once, and I quite enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I'm
but
never online when he is.
now all of us are going to see him play right now. So let's get ready for the next match. People are here. They are ready to play. Let's go.
Let's do it.
We will be starting as soon as our players are ready. In the meantime, I would like to take the chance to remind all of you that we are very grateful to have you here watching this stream. We are very grateful to all the participants here, those that are moving forward and those who are out. Thank you so much for joining our tournament, our monthly King of Fighters tournament here at XboxFighters. As you can see, we have players from all over the world, from so many countries, and we hold this tournament right now. Even if there are no sites, we have players here from the American continent, from the European, and I know as long as the Discord keeps growing on, we're going to see even more and more and more variety of players. Right now, we're going to jump right into the next match. We're in the middle of the stage select, and we have a beautiful team of Rio, Clark, and Maidenkun, which you haven't seen in this tournament yet, and Benimaru, Luong, and Chris.
Nice selection. We don't see a lot of Benimarus in general, I feel like. Not a very popular character so far.
Benimaru is still a very decent character, but the gap in
strong.
power from the top characters is very, very noticeable. Benimaru has become one of what people like to call some specialist characters. If you are very, very good at what he does, he's very dangerous. But it's a little hard for most people to adjust to his stuff.
Yeah, fairly unique in what he does.
Absolutely. And that is a beautiful dash. Like, you have to be careful with those charges with Maidenkun. A beautiful anti-air, a classic way to stop air advantage by Benimaru, and that's good enough to keep him going. Maidenkun is down.
Missions burn to fight. Ready? Go!
Yes, Clark. Very
And
popular
there's the
character.
the grab. That's beautiful, and we go into the toss. We here at KOF and XboxFighters, we have become very fond of Clark. Even if we don't play, even if not all of us play, we have seen him so many times. It's like he's a part of Discord himself, isn't he?
Yeah, he's our second mascot. Kind of.
Let's go with that. Yeah, and that's a beautiful grab. And Imaru is going to struggle against that. Has to be very careful of his advances. That dive kick was a good opening, but he could not convert that. Yeah, that's true.
I wonder if maybe he wasn't expecting the cross-up or something.
Yeah, that could be the case. It happens to the best of us.
Look at that armor!
He was good enough to save him from that.
Ugh, disgusting. I love it, but it's disgusting.
That's some degenerate strategies over here. I told you we do everything here at XboxFighters, but I was not expecting that.
Look at it with his chest.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a very big chest. Clark is just massive. We cannot help it. We keep staring at the man. And that's the end of us. We watch so much Clark that we die from those grabs.
Nice. Air to air.
That's going to be a lot of damage. Clark is doing his job over here, making sure Luong pays the price.
I thought Clark might have more trouble getting in. But it seems like she just can't stop him.
Yeah, absolutely. Clark was doing a great job keeping her away with that air-to-air game. Luong just couldn't do anything in that situation. At least Willie was having great trouble closing in. And now, on the other side, we just saw ExFalcon place a point Chris. Willie is going to demonstrate what it is like to play Chris on Anchor. That is a beautiful Frankensteiner. We're going to avoid that hit. As I said before, it has an invincible startup. He tried to quick mode his way out of it, but it was too late.
Good reactions to try that quick mode of.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, at this point, Chris knows it's too dangerous to try and get close. You just have to poke him once, but Clark is having none of it. But that
jumping like kick is so good.
Absolutely. Now we have a point match here. Chris, however, is very low on health and very low of meter. Something that Rio does not have to deal with yet.
Yeah, he's got the health, he's got the meter. Let's see if he can convert that into the win.
Ooh, baited.
You can see Victalbir is more fond of those EX fireballs. That is very dangerous. Oh, but it was not enough.
Yeah.
That was a drop and a half.
Oh, big damage. There's only one thing you can say about Rio in this. He does so much damage from his hits. Been spending the time down the gym. Look at those shoulders.
Absolutely. He was like, I use up all my meter. It doesn't matter. I don't need it. I have damage. Look at these guns. That is a first match. This time it went to our good friend Victalbir. There was a great play from his Clark, and it really did a lot to keep him in the game. Rio could have had very little trouble closing in the match.
Same team.
ready for a battle of titans.
Yeah, it seems Willie is very confident in his team. He doesn't feel the need to change it. Let's see how this plays out. Let's see if the audience has as much faith in his team as he does.
Round 1. Ready?
Need a few adjustments from last match.
Not dealing with those charges. He's very passive this time. He knows what the boy does.
Yeah, Mythican always thinking he seems like a good choice. He seems quite good, and no one really plays him, so it's a bit of a mystery if you don't know him.
Yeah, perhaps there's not much in the way of matchup knowledge in this case, but I wonder, as Maidenkun is not a very popular character either. Who is less familiar with the matchup is going to be the question. In this case, it seems like Willie is very, very comfortable with dealing with Maiden. For the most part anyway, he knows that what the charges are like, so he has a very good idea of how to approach him. All the same, Victalbir has a very, very oppressive Maidenkun for a charged character.
A lot more cautious Mythican this time around. Benny got in fairly easy last time.
The surprise moment is gone now. Now they know how their opponent playing.
Yeah, and this lower phase, it seems like it's getting on Willie's head because he's having more trouble dealing with his advance than last time. Last before was very methodical, very, very, very good choices. But now it was much more close. We're at less than 10 seconds left. Almost no life, so that's little to no regen on Benimaru's part.
Round 2. Ready? Go.
I have to tell you how dangerous Victalbir is with his Clark, so this could end very quickly. That said, Benimaru is doing his job.
Just a friendly
Clark's back.
Yeah.
Look out, everybody.
The score.
Grab Daddy's home.
Burn to fight. Ready? Go.
The foot is the mind games in this. Like, Luong knows what's gonna happen if she comes in too close. But that's not enough. Clark says, "You're not coming to me, I am going to you."
Monstrous range. Who's gonna miss that?
Yeah, that race is scary. The whole character is just so good. Like, for a grappler, he has incredible range. He's like,
That is beautiful. We have always said that Luong's combos are a beautiful thing to see.
yeah,
She's another one that kind of plays her own game. She's very different to virtually anyone else in the game.
yeah.
Absolutely, that
Strange
one.
combo group.
Will looks more comfortable this time with his Luong being able to do more work. Perhaps he has had a better idea of how Victalbir plays his Clark. Let's see how this plays out. Or just out of range, and Willie wasn't ready to punish.
Yeah, those jumping bees don't seem to be doing as much.
They know this is a very close match. Try not to make mistakes, but this is even closer than before.
Oh,
Luong closes it up
surprised
with
that missed.
that punch.
you hate to see that.
I guess she was still airborne or something when the grab came out. So close.
Luong going for the air approach, and Rio is making very little mistakes in here. But that was enough to get in close for a grab. It was a light DP, so it's fine. He has plenty of time to recover.
One hit and the one's done.
There it is.
Can she do
And
anything?
there it is.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 full strength point characters.
You think I look like a Street Fighter player? Let me play like one. I'm gonna sweep you to death.
Jump in hard kick, sweep. We didn't do that.
No way, right?
Yeah, we,
Much less a camp player.
yeah,
Advanced combo, that is.
yeah.
Look at this. Willie's letting all of us know how he got his rank.
Oh,
And
There
into
we
a
go.
climax,
Wait.
look at the amount of damage we're getting here. All the meter he saved is paying off right now.
that's
That,
a lot of damage.
yeah, that's about 70, that's 80% damage, more or less. Give or take, yeah. And that grabs seals it. Now we're at 1 for each player. That Chris made sure to make use of all the meter that Luong could not use.
Down to the last men again that time. Close matches.
Absolutely, we are seeing our players being much more careful than last time. They are definitely standing their ground. They're measuring up the opponent. They're trying to see which way to advance better. They're not being as careless as last time, which made this match go a lot closer. Now, we're going to see. Are they going to be much more aggressive? Are they going to try and seal the deal right now? Or are they going to be just as passive, just as patient? We could see before that Victalbir's Maidenkun was slower than before, which was messing up, in this case, the Maru's play. He was not able to punish as much as he used to. So Willy had to adapt to that and just barely got the match. Now, both players have changed their strategies. They both have seen what they can do. Let's see how this third and last match does.
Actually, we've got Clark up last this time instead of Rio. That's a hell of a gatekeeper.
Ready? Go!
That is a beautiful punish. Oh, not enough. That's a beautiful opportunity to punish, but it was not as good. Benima rolls in for the grab, and he tries to keep him away with the crouching kicks. You have to be careful though. That was a good. That roll through was good enough to get rid of those charges.
A lot of punishes here.
He missed opportunities before, but he's not going to let this one go. He's very bold going for those cross-ups. He knows the best way to mess up a charged character is by going to the other side.
Yeah, a lot more aggressive this time. He knows what to expect.
Yeah, much.
Now.
And in much more control. He definitely lost a lot of life, but this time it's not just a little bit of recovery. He's over 50%.
Ooh, was lucky not
Now,
to
how is he going to deal with our Street Fighter player here, our very own Rio? Victalbir knows how to approach.
Watch out for those sweeps.
He's definitely playing. He knows he's playing against a Street Fighter player. Good distance. Unfortunately, Rio is not as good as Robert at mid-range. And Benimaru has ways to deal with that. A little early on the right Jinken. And this how Shokoken is going to close it off. But that said, Rio still took a lot of damage. It's not going to be a lot of recovery. Keeping away with those sweeps. There goes the Luong combo.
Big damage.
What did I tell you? Luong has some of the best looking combos in the game. Those animations are on point.
Yeah. I heard people call her female Yamazaki, and I can see it.
You can see why.
Yeah.
Of course, we get Yamazaki back next month.
Yes, looking forward to that. All those characters
One of
look
my favourites.
so snazzy, yeah.
That whole team. That whole team, can't wait.
Yeah.
Mained them all in various different games, so I'm hoping they're good.
Yeah, Yamasaki's often pretty good, so let's see how it works out in this game.
Very mobile against Clark this time round.
Yeah, making sure to use those big buttons to keep him away. Look at the confidence with those walk-ins. And that is it!
Wraps it up.
Willy wins this match, this time making a much better use of Luong's long attacks and her huge normals, making sure to keep this match in control. Clark is great at closing in. Well, what can he do against these legs?
Very good stuff.
Okay, that was a very good match and a very close one at some point. At this, after that, Willy was able to adapt, and it was a very, very good display of skill. Now, which match can we expect to have next? Now, Lemmy.
I need to scroll. Next up, it's virobloc against Omega.
Me, I'll drop off chat on my stuff.
Yeah.
Of course.
But before we do that, let me tell you about Samurai Showdown, because we play Samurai Showdown, and good old Thrusty has a tournament coming up next week. Samurai Showdown.
It is next week. Samurai Showdown exclusively on Series X. The best way to play Samurai Showdown in any platform, it's this one.
Yeah.
120 FPS, the best netcode available for Samurai Showdown, and very, very stable gameplay. Are you afraid that a character like Baiken or Amakusa are going to break the game? Not to worry. As long as you have a Series S or Series X, the game is going to run perfectly. You're going to have the best experience possible online, and thanks to that, we are able to host this tournament. Starting next week on Saturday, you still have this week to register. So if you want to do so, make sure to join the Legion of the Samurai Club on Xbox. Make sure to contact ThrustyZol or Kellyanne for more information, and we hope to see you next week on our very own Samurai Showdown tournament, one of the darlings of the XboxFighters Discord server.
Yeah, and if you're not enticed already, you can win money. There's a match arena for that, and you can actually win money.
Yeah, they've had some good prizes from that as well.
Yeah, a lot of people chiming in for that tournament. Can't wait.
So it is a good way to show what the Xbox community can do. You think that the game is dead? You keep hearing rumors about no one playing the game? Come join us at the XboxFighters Discord. And who knows, maybe the game you've been waiting to play people with, they're right here, waiting already. You didn't know the Samurai Showdown was still alive? Guess what? We do lobbies every week, twice a week, on Wednesdays and Fridays. We keep these games we love alive, so don't listen to the people out there on Twitter saying whatever comes to their mind, whatever they think. That's not the truth. We have the truth here. We have people playing the games they love. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. And if you want to be one of these people, if you want to enjoy these games with other people that have the same passion for these games as you do, come join us at XboxFighters Discord.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame with the Samurai Showdown. The game's not dead. It's just the matchmaking is not very good. There's loads of people playing.
Yeah, matchmaking is what it is. And sometimes you have to...
You'll always find a game of Samurai Showdown on the Xbox Fighters Discord. There's always someone wanting to play.
Yeah, a lot of people willing. Also, really, you have to appreciate how the serious version just made the game playable again. Like, look back to the very first Xbox Fighters tournaments we had on the original Xbox One version. Those times were...
that was rough.
That was... Those...
Will the lobby stay up? Will it crash?
Those days were the origin of our first Twitch emote. The lovely test pattern.
Unfortunately, though, we finally have a good working version, and we know that those days were rough. We are still feeling the consequences of that very, very rough launch of Samsho, but we do not have to live through those times anymore. You get yourself a nice Series S, a great Series X, and you're going to have the best experience available. And you have a lot of lovely people here that enjoy Samurai Showdown. All of us here really, really love this game, and we are not going to let it die. That said, it's good that we have a lot of people passionate for King of Fighters too. It has brought a lot of people back into the scene, back into Xbox, and we hope that this also makes it clear to everyone here that Xbox is full of fighting game players, people who love the genre, people who love the experience, people who love fighting more people, that want to get better at the game, that are passionate about this. You can find them here. All of us love the game, and all of us are going to stay here. You think that Xbox is dead with fighters? Fighting games players don't play Xbox? Look at this tournament. They are right here. They are sharing their passion for the genre they love, for the games they love, and we're going to keep it going. We're not going to stop. We're only making sure this community grows stronger.
Yeah, we need to...
That's for sure. The Series X is looking like the stronger genre for fighting games this generation.
Yeah, we need to make a new lobby, because Viro can't join.
Sure. We are experiencing some very minor technical difficulties, so we're going to sort that out right now.
I mean, of course, we have technical difficulties. I mean, Look at the channel.
It happens to the best tournaments.
Look at the channel name, and yeah, you learn to appreciate the technical difficulties. While we do a whole setup for the new lobby, let's talk about another tournament that's coming up. We talked about it a bit earlier today. There are quite a few players who appreciate the good characters in fighting games, and there's a new one coming up any day in the next 90 months. It's Street Fighter, and we want to play some Street Fighter again. So we're gonna do that.
Yeah, before Street Fighter 6 comes out, I think Street Fighter 5 there's another good tournament.
Yeah.
After the latest edition, it's in the strongest place it's ever been. So what better than to celebrate it with a good tournament?
A lot of good stuff came for these characters. A lot of fancy shit you can do now with the new V-trigger adjustments and new combo routes. That's exciting to see. So we're gonna do that.
So yeah, for all lovely people here in the audience that are part of the Xbox Fighters, that doesn't mean we're exclusively focusing on Xbox games. Sure, we are mainly focused on Xbox, but who likes exclusivity in here? Nobody does. So of course we're more than open to the Steam community and PlayStation players as well that want to join us in this Street Fighter 5 tournament. And if you never got into Street Fighter 5, but you have the platforms, this might be the best place to start. After all, the game is not going to change anymore. Are you afraid that your character is not going to be able to do the same combo next time? Well, next time. The game is done. It's in a very good state right now. And if you want to play and have fun with the rest of the people here playing Street Fighter 5 at the Xbox Fighters Discord, feel free to join. And look forward to the next tournament.
Yeah, we had two or three Street Fighter 5 tournaments already, and
yeah, we used to have quite a few of them, didn't we?
Yeah. So you can't be a Street Fighter fighting game community without Street Fighter. So there's that.
Absolutely. Just a friendly reminder. These people here are Ken players, so you know what you're going in for.
Yeah, like join the good guys, man.
Talkman ready with his blanker there, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I forgot about. Oh no.
Oh yeah. Look at this man. A Ken player complaining about another character. Look at these guys.
All right.
Okay, we're ready now, and we are going to have our next match between Omega Mad and virobloc.
Yeah, good luck. And you can start now.
Good luck, Omega, but no more than good luck to Viro here. Remember, we do not have commentator bias, not even for our own fellow commentators.
Yeah, also two members of Team Mods, so my team.
Don't worry, I'm not a mod, so I'm not on anyone's side. In fact, you know what, Omega, please lose. In all seriousness, though, we really are here showing our support to these characters, and I'm just going to say, Viro goes on here representing Mai, and as a long-time Mai player, I might be tempted to, support him instead, but as a commentator that I am, I'm going to make sure both of them get the same amount of support here.
Yeah, we're not biased here. It's all fun.
Also, shoutouts to Freshmen out there, keeping the good fight of defending his character. I might not be a Ken fan, but I can respect someone who will die for his character.
Oh, Ken is the best character. I don't see any lies. So here we go.
We have a good advance. Oh man. Now, Maxima has good ways to approach, but that zoning by King, that's deadly.
Yeah, King on point is deadly for a character like Maxima.
Absolutely. Now, King has many ways to work without meter. Not only does she have great zoning, but she has very, very good combos that, at most, need only 50% meter. And she can generate a lot of that. Look at that. She has a full bar now. If she were to touch Maxima once now, he will be dead.
Yes,
Oh, look at that. Omega feeling confident taunting, but Maxima is having none of that. He was going to get at least one grab for that taunt. That said, that was still good enough for King to close it off.
yeah, that's the patented Omega Mad taunt. He has fun with the game when he taunts. And that's just...
I mean,
what
look at that. He comes in representing Bison. You cannot expect at least a little bit of villainy from him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Bison player, so you have to expect that. Yeah, Omega going in with the King. Overhead catching Vero every time.
Oh, that was a way to dodge the wake up DP, but it's going to be enough. Now, Chizuru is a very confusing character. If you don't know what it does, it's going to be deadly. And I mean that for both characters. If you do not know which button you press, you don't know where you are.
Yeah, another character that isn't very widely used. From the top of my head, I can only name Vero now, who plays Shizu.
Yeah, to be fair, Chizuru isn't nowhere near as close as the great heights he used to be in the older games, like around 98. She used to be amazing. She could easily TOD you in a game that was not very known for its incredibly long combos. But here she's far more balanced, not at least compared to the rest of the cast. She's not bad by any means, but she cannot do some of the insane stuff some of the top characters can do.
Yeah, the conversion to 15 hurt her a bit.
Regardless, this is good to see her back in this game again. It's been so long since she last was playable in one of the games. And there's the combo, as I said, sometimes you just need 50% and had it gone for the... Yeah, the DP would have been able to confirm it into the level 1, but that was a very, very bold of him to do without confirming first. Now, Omega did a great job on stopping that roll. That was great.
First point.
Yeah, that was a... Yeah, I felt that King drop, but it wasn't necessary. Like, he's very confident in his King on the zoning, and each bottom press was with intent. So that was a very good way to close a round, even if without the full combo. Let's go. Now, this is one of the interesting things about King. You mostly hear about her zoning because they made her zoning very good in this game. Not only does he have her usual ground projectiles, but she can do them off in the air too. And if you know how the opponent is going to approach, you have a very good way to keep them away from you all the time. But you should not think for a second that King is only and mainly a zoning character, because she has great tools to be in front of you. And as we showed, if you have her on point, you only need 50% bar to do a lot of damage. She's a very, very good character up close all the same, so you have to be very careful all the time.
Yeah, King can do everything. Very good character all around. Very good beginner character.
Yeah.
Like if you want to play King Fighters and you're new to it, you can choose King. She can do a lot of good to you.
And the spot dodge into the grab, that's one of the Mary classics, and Omega is very, very familiar with it.
Oh,
Drop the combo, that launcher did not connect. Oh, went for the grab, sadly no follow-up.
No follow-up, no.
And that DP was good enough to kill. Omega did not forget his follow-up. How is Chizuru going to deal with this? Now, one thing to keep in mind with Mary all the time, you have to be blocking low. That is going to come at you. She's going to slide from full screen to you with no fear.
Yeah, full screen EX slide is dangerous, because you don't expect a low full screen.
Yeah, and it's not only that, if we go back to the older games, we go back to 2002 for example, she doesn't even need, there is no EX there, she's just full screen, period.
Yeah.
So you know, you have to be very careful with those.
Man, very 2002 UM, she had the Raging Demon. That was fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was a very interesting choice in balance because it was basically another, what do you call it, basically a reversal as well. Because in the other games, say 98 for example, it was just a normal input, not a Raging Demon, but there it was. And now, you know what, if that movie's so good to be a Raging Demon, we might as well just make it her climax.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a very tough match for Viro. He's doing his best to try and keep Mary away, but she just goes in your face and mixes you up like crazy.
Yeah, Mary mix-ups are disgusting. Nice Shadow Strike.
Yeah, Mai definitely has some amazing Shadow Strike, and her CDs in general are great in this game, as they often are. Like, it's one of the most famously great buttons. If you played 13, if you played 2002 UM, if you played 14, you know that's the button to press. But we got a corner combo. Oh, that was a drop. That was not the launcher.
Oh.
Oh no, block. It was from full screen and Viro did not have the time to block it. Tried to jab it away, but that was not good enough. And she low profiled it. She low profiled the fan. Is it going to be... Yeah, the slide closes it off. So, Mary goes down, Mai leaves. She still has 3 bars of meter, but is it going to be enough to take one of the best characters in the entire game?
It's rough time.
Ready? Go!
Some damage dealt. He's not going to be a perfect no matter what happens now.
Ooh, there's a quick one.
Look at that walk up. He's just walking into you menacingly. What are you going to do? That's psychological damage. And not only that, it's good enough damage to close the match. Omega moves on.
Good shit.
GG's Vero.
Hey. That was great. Now, if I am not mistaken, I believe it is now my turn to step down from the commentator booth, right?
Yes, it's Freshmen against DevilJ.
Well, Fresh, I am sorry for saying so much about Ken. Please do not bring that energy against me right now.
You know, there's one move a Ken player needs, and this is all he needs.
Okay. Okay, but in all seriousness now, here's to a good match, Fresh. I'm going to silence myself right now. I'm going right on.
Yeah.
Now, who's Devil's opponent in this one? Freshman.
Freshman, yes.
They've all been good ones so far, but this should be another good one.
Select stage.
Freshman go with Andy. Andy's a good character. We don't see that much.
Get ready for a battle of titans.
Yeah, he's playing him quite well earlier. Andy's, I think he's actually quite strong. On release, a lot of people were playing him, see a lot less of him now.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
That's a lot of blonde people. Yes! That's a lot of blonde people.
Team Blonde. Now, like Devil was saying earlier, Janet's one of the guys from the newest DLC team anyway. I think a lot of people are still working out how to deal with her and what she's capable of.
Yeah, from the DLC characters, she's like the least played characters I encountered in the wild. Like Rock and Gato are more frequent, at least the opponents, I think.
Yeah, I've seen a few people now with some decent rocks. Janet, much rarer. So yeah, Andy playing the zoning as you'd expect.
And the Dragon Punch, yes.
Ken style.
Yeah.
I notice Andy's now got Andy's EX Dragon Punch is a double Dragon Punch, so he's one step closer to Ken.
That's a dream state. Maximo Ken.
And here we go, the lovers.
Both point characters are knocked out.
A lot of fast pressure there. Andy had trouble keeping up with it.
The music that will make the video strike, I don't know. Maybe.
I'm loving the classical class. It's good. Shout outs to Wolfgang Krauser 96.
Yeah. That was a fun character
Oh,
while it
Thingie.
lasted. Oh. There's a punish. Oh, dropped it. That's unfortunate. Nice roll.
Yeah, there's the problem with Mary's stuff. She's very technical, very easy to drop combos halfway through with her.
Yeah.
Player 2 needs a miracle.
But she's so fun. That's the risk you have to take when playing fun characters, I guess.
Stand your ground. Ready?
Yes, King, full bar.
This one can be a tough one for King, with especially Devil's Myers. Seems very aggressive and very close to her.
Yeah.
He's a little bit slow.
That's
I don't
almost,
think we've seen Devil miss a conversion yet either. Everything's
that's almost the whole life bar gone, and that's the match. First point goes to Devil. Really aggressive Mai. Like,
very aggressive.
no time to strategize or to breathe. It's in your face constantly.
You often see them hanging back, trying to throw the fans and taking cheap shots with the sweeps, the slide. But yeah, when you see her on you like that, it's just, see how good Mai is. She does seem very strong in this game.
Yeah,
I'd imagine top 10.
at least. I mean, she's a popular character, so SNK has to make her kind of
Yeah.
strong.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
You see, like the three top tiers seem a good head and shoulders above everyone else that's close to them, but
Yeah.
the characters immediately following that, there's some really strong characters that are close.
Yeah, very close balance.
See if Andy can keep out Janet again.
Looks good so far. Ooh, no
He was
punish.
one of the characters I really enjoyed going through Andy's trials in this. He can do some pretty fun stuff.
Yeah, he's a fun character. Always has been. Oh, yes.
Didn't miss the punish.
Couldn't follow up.
You do see that sometimes with Janet. She recovers from her moves very fast, so you think you've got a long time to punish and you really don't. If you get too greedy, then you really get made to pay for it.
Yeah.
Burn to fight. Ready?
Okay, let's see if Freshman's found a way to slow down Mai yet. Oh, what was that? Luck mistake?
Nope. Drop the punish.
Oh,
That EX fan is so nasty.
yeah, the way it bounces up after as well.
Wake up Dragon Punch. Connecting. Oh, the grab.
It's a blonde Street Fighter thing. Oh, in the corner.
nice.
Wow.
Is this fight already over?
And he's going all out.
There's my down.
Reach for the top. Ready? Go!
But we know Devil's Shermie is very scary, so let's see what happens here.
Oh, that's big damage.
And it's punish.
Yeah.
Gonna hurt.
Not quite.
I think it could have been the finisher, but they were conserving some
Yeah.
meter. A lot of work to do here.
There's still 2 characters left on Freshman's side.
Yeah, I feel Andy's he's not desperate to win the match. He's going to drain as much as he can and leave it to the other two.
Round 4. Ready? Go!
Semi-grappler versus full grappler.
Oh, too high. Too low.
Lots of attempts at mates going on. Oh, no punish.
Oh no!
Oh, good call.
Mix up.
That's so fast.
Damn.
Hard to respond to that. Very similar to Birdie in Street Fighter V's Dolphin Dive. The speed that comes at you.
Yeah, EX Dolphin Dive is... You don't want to see that coming. So hard to react to.
That was a good call there as well. As I don't think people really use the EX version of that often.
Yeah, they don't.
And then if it's not even on your radar and suddenly it's coming at you, then you basically got a free hit.
Yeah, like a good move should, in my opinion. Like, don't overuse it. Just rarely put it out there whenever nobody expects that.
As we were saying earlier about Mary, she's got so many mix-ups and options. A lot of fun.
Yeah, that makes it scary to play. Like, so many drops.
Yeah, and that. So many options that you could drop.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Round 1. Ready?
Okay, so we got a new order this time.
Look at that drop.
Devil's Mary. I'll be interested to see. Yeah.
Ooh, nice jump in.
Oh, 400 odd damage there. Big combo. Yeah, Andy's going to have a job zoning Mary. She can slide under his fireballs.
Yeah. Low profile enough that it works.
Mary drop. Yeah, Andy not going down without a fight. Got some decent recovery from that though.
There's the mirror.
Are you
Round 2.
First mirror of the night.
Grabbed out of the dodge. Enthralled in the match. Lost for words.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
So many things you can learn from 2 Mary players. There's always stuff to learn in this game. Like, so many different styles you can play the character. Like,
Yeah, some characters are really very versatile. Again, King's going to have a very similar problem to what Andy had.
Nailed Freshman in the corner.
We know with King, she doesn't necessarily need her fireballs. She's got an awful lot in the bank, some really good combos.
Yeah, drop the Shadow Strike again. And that's the game.
Going out.
Know how to win.
Very good
Like,
shit.
Freshman just got cornered there, and anytime a button was pressed, it was like the wrong timing. You just get that feeling that you can't win.
Yeah,
Well, I'm back here, boys.
good games. Good games.
Thanks.
Nice, Mary.
Good games.
Good to see you,
Fresh.
mate.
That was great to have you. That was an intense second match. Your Andy is a reminder of why I have never been an Andy fan. But all jokes aside, that was a great match, and it was nice having you here.
Yeah, Freshman is one of my favorites here. Not gonna lie, really like this guy.
Yeah, I think he's new to. He's just got his series. I think. He's back.
He's in the game, guys. All right, next up, it's ThrustyZol.
Thrusty's had some interesting teams. I've been playing him a couple of times recently. And he chooses interesting characters.
Yeah, Thrusty picks Whip, which I appreciate. His kukri is scary. I mean, kukri is scary in general, but his kukri is scary in particular.
Yeah, Kukri is a good example of characters that can be played entirely differently depending on your style.
Mm.
Like one friend who played him as very defensively and like complete runaway character. He's a real troublesome sod to pin down. With his teleport and his various jumping options and that overhead that can come out of nowhere.
I don't want to think about the defensive runaway kukri. That thought alone
The
is scary.
offensive ones,
Oh no!
the offensive one's just as bad. He's all over the place throwing fireballs overheads. And his
Yeah,
combos,
absolutely.
combos is, woof.
Oh, and if you're getting comfortable because he teleported, guess what? His sand is going to get you. There's no escaping it.
The delayed hit on the sand as well is kind of, you think, oh, it's not going to hit me, and then you get hit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Oh, I'm very sorry, Freshman, but I had to fight for my life. I had to go all in with Mary there. But it was a great game, man.
Always good to see Mary. She's just so much fun.
Now we are only waiting for Thrust. He's coming right here, but taking this opportunity to tell you all once again, thank you so much for joining this tournament. As you can see, you're having so many players here doing their absolute best, trying to win and to give you the most perfect show that you can ask for. This is the kind of energy we have here at XboxFighters. We just have a passion and love for these games, and we just want to do the best, not only for ourselves, but for the people watching it, to show this is what we do here. And I hope that if you are not yet part of the Xbox Fighter Discord server, these matches are convincing you to join. Any game you want to play? Do you wish to play Tekken? You can find a community here. There's a people dedicated to that. Melty Blood, it is not dead on Xbox. More and more Melty players are joining, and I'm sure soon enough, with the added characters, we're going to have even more people playing soon. You love King of Fighters, as you can see, we have even a small but dedicated competitive scene here at the Discord. Samurai Showdown, we have a tournament coming next week. I hope you are looking forward to it. It is the best experience here on Xbox Series. Any other game you want to play? Well, I just say that there might be, even if you think your game is being left out, you just have to come here and ask. You never know. Maybe there's people here waiting to play, I don't know, Street Fighter 4. There's plenty of people playing here. You might find someone in the Discord, and even a game that many people think is dead, like Dead or Alive. you can have players here waiting to have matches with you. Right here at Xbox Fighters, make sure to join if you haven't already. There's nothing but a very diverse and welcoming community waiting for you.
All right. Looks like we have to have a new lobby. Frosty can join. So
Sure, I will make sure.
let's make a new lobby.
We're going to make a new one. I'm going to make it this time because as we could see before, Unicorn was able to join, and I haven't had problems with Thrust before. So let's see how that goes. I'm going to invite them right now,
So
if possible.
while we set up a new lobby, let's use the opportunity to talk about King of Xbox Fighters, or our own team party mode league we have going. Round 1 was finished, and it's time for round 2. It's been a while since we announced the newest round. So one or two matches have been played already. So let's go over them pretty quickly. And Team OCV and Special K with yours truly, ExFalcon, against this Howtown Jobbers. That's already in the bank, I think. Team Tackle and Grapple against Team Mods. And I'm scared.
Looking forward to that one.
I'm scared.
Playing a match tomorrow for that, and
Yeah.
there's going to be clock there. Look out.
A lot of clock. A lot of... I expect Clark and dinosaurs and Shermie. Not a good time. And
We just happen to have a great love for grapplers in this Discord. We just see them all the time, don't we?
lot of grappling love.
Yeah, we do, and this is certainly it's a good game for grapplers. They're represented well, and it's a good play style. With some games, grapplers are just the game style does not like them.
Yeah. Then we have the underdogs against Team Dog Thrust in the Cone Infested Water. If we give away
Great name.
yeah, if we give away awards for best name, this one's up there. And Team Survive against Team Mexico. With yours truly.
Mexico. We got Mexico representation here. Let's go. We have plenty of that. If you thought we had way too much Mexico representation in the tournament, wait until you see the league.
Yeah, we mods had our first match against Team Mexico, and it went as well as we expected it to be.
Mega, can you join? Just asking.
Yeah, joining.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, because it was taking a lot of time. I was fearing we will be having technical difficulties again, but that is not the case. Everyone is here, so we can get our players ready. ThrustyZol against ErectedUnicorn. And we're going to have an amazing match coming up next with these amazing players.
Yeah, so if there's one player who rarely has any technical difficulties in this game, it's Omega. Like, there were times when the whole lobby crashed and nobody could join, but Omega was going strong. That was
Lobby
Man
by myself.
just
Awesome.
brought in a Psycho Crusher on all of us before. Can you imagine that? He really takes seriously his Bison persona here.
yeah.
So yeah, every match you have to have a taunt. If there's no taunt, then
It
it doesn't really count as a win.
Yeah,
It's like a half win.
What's the point then? You know?
Exactly.
We start with Clark right away. Did you guys miss Clark? This tournament is going to make sure you do not miss him anymore.
No, I didn't, but he's here anyway. Oh no!
Double the carry warrior. That's what I was telling you.
There we go.
You know what? This could not start any other way. It is a Clark match. It is the only acceptable way to start. And as usual, Thrust is very, very comfortable with those grown-up grabs. And he knows it well. He knows you can block it. He knows there's no way you're getting him with his own techniques. Let's see if I did not jinx it for him.
A lot of respect here from the Clarks. Sitting at the other side of the screen.
Clarks do not know the
They
respect.
don't
They
want to
only
be
know
close to
the
each other
grab.
either.
As we've said, the Clarks do not know respect, not even for their superior officers. They only have respect for the grab, and if you do not respect it, they do not respect you.
They'll make you respect it.
And they go the combos, and Unicorn does not miss that. Oh, he knows it. He plays the character as well. He knows what they love to do on Wake Up, and he's not falling for that.
There's Shune. Shune, one of the dominating characters in 14.
Yeah, absolutely, and he's still pretty good here, even if he's no longer one of the best characters in the game. He still has a great control of the screen, and he can approach you and get away as much as he pleases. Now, is he going to be able to do that effectively against Clark? Well, he's falling for his own trick, so we're going to see that soon. Now, Surge is a very, very aggressive Clark. He's not going to wait for you to come to him. The mountain is coming to you.
Wow, nice timing.
Does he guard cancel? Oh, nice.
Oh,
He was confident.
that's a
He
slow
knew
start,
of the...
huh?
He knew.
Yeah, it is. But it's also a bit tricky because if you think the thing is over, you're going to get hit by the second. That's still a lot of damage. Many people have been caught by that, and Thrust was counting on it. However, Unicorn was not gonna fall for that trick. He knows every trick in the book. And now it comes
And he is
Kukri.
Kukri.
Is the stand going to be enough to get it now? Now, I hope Clark got his Desert Operations uniform ready, because this sand is not going to leave your face.
Oh, there's the super.
No, Sandstorm is strong enough to take down Clark, and he's going to show it. Those teleports, they're dangerous, but if you are not careful, they can be dangerous to you too.
Avoided the overhead.
Now, it is very interesting
Yeah,
because Clark is so heavy on the offense in this game that we haven't seen much of the overheads by Kukri, and Trust is very, very fond of those. And that
There's sand.
Finally,
Sandball, I
put him down.
suppose, because Fireball would not be a good way to say it, but that sand was good enough. That was a very nicely measured approach, and that is done. Now, is Kukri going to be good enough to take down Rio and Dolores? We're going to see it right now. Perhaps Unicorn is expecting Kukri to be more offensive. He started up with the punches. If he had come on in, that would have been a lot of damage. But Kukri is not trying to be that aggressive. Rio has to do it himself, and that should be enough to kill.
Nice.
Oh.
Good job.
double DP. Yeah, Clock just did too much damage. Too much to bring back.
And here we go, showing some Rio representation. It is very refreshing to see. We usually see a lot of Robert, as he is a very good character. Out of the two, perhaps Robert is the better character in the game, as for how strong they are. But Rio has still a lot of great tools, and it's good to see him instead. We usually see a lot of Mr. Garcia over here, but we have here Mr. Sakazaki himself putting in the work.
Yeah, that's interesting. We've seen a few Rios tonight, and we haven't seen any Roberts yet. And Robert's normally very popular.
Yeah.
I mean, that early popularity from the Infinite he used to have at the launch of the game was he left a very good impression on people, so he's very often seen in these teams. But now, at least here, we have a Rio believer here. And it's paying off so far, so let's see how this keeps going for him. Unicorn is doing a great job with that Rio, putting in the work now. Are we going to see some adaptation from Trusty against that Clark? Just going to decide the match, at least.
Mission start. Round 1. Ready? Go! 追加でどうだい？おだ！いやど！
Oh, that was a good tackle.
Grab. Paying dividends.
Yeah, there's some good spacing. They know what they can do. They're not going to risk it as much this time. They know if they do a tackle, if it's blocked, that's a lot of damage potentially.
Ooh, there's the armor.
Ooh, look at
Armor
that
did tackle,
read.
that's brave.
As I say, those tackles are very dangerous. If you find an opponent that doesn't know how to deal with them, you might find yourself having a habit of using them, but they are not as safe as they look. Just like that. Oh, but that did not connect. That was a bad punish over there. No follow-up on the
Shadow Strike
tackle?
was what he was looking for.
Oh, perhaps a Frankensteiner would have been more useful here. Unicorn woke up, you pressing buttons, the invincible startup would have helped, but Trust chooses to go for a neutral jump, perhaps expecting a grab.
Oh, there's the air-to-air. Unicorn.
The air-to-air gives Unicorn the advantage he needs, and that is a Clark with a lot of meter. That's very, very dangerous.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. But Kukri...
You do not want to see any grapplers with meter in this game.
No.
Oh,
There it
Yeah.
is. That's precisely why you don't want that.
Yeah.
half your life. No, not quite. It's dead.
Almost. Oh, rolls
The
under.
wake up. Yeah, the wake up desperation move. That's not a good sign. Like in general, I would advise if for the audience here, in case they do not know, doing your super moves in raw in this game is not very advisable because they do not do a lot of damage by themselves. That's a good way that SNK has done to balance that, considering there's so much meter gain. Now, in this situation, for example, there is not a lot of health to be taken up, so it is a good idea. But for the most part, you don't want to use your supers in neutral because they do not do a lot of damage. The only way to make them worth it is if you connect them with a combo first and then confirm into a super. Otherwise, it's mostly a waste of meter. Now, it is true that in this game you can generate a lot of meter and you do not want to sit out on it, but using them on raw is rarely the best way to go, unless of course you have one that is invincible in startup, but sadly, this is KOF. SNK does not care about your startups, they are not going to make them invincible, so you have to be very, very methodical with your advance. Now back to the match.
Kukri now a lot more aggressive this time.
It has to be, and it is good enough. That, you know, Kukri is a very interesting character when it comes to his personality, and those attacks demonstrated that was a very, very interesting move. But it was good enough to take down Mr. Sakazaki, and Unicorn is down to Dolores. A lore fight.
Dolores with 4.5 meter is scary.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a lot of damage. If he doesn't drop it, that could be death.
Almost.
Oh no, level 1 even.
And death.
But
Yeah.
he doesn't need it. He knows that is good enough to take it down. Why waste the meter we don't need to use?
Final round. Ready? Go!
Now here it is. Shune has a lot of great ways to advance. Dolores has a great way to keep you away. Which one is going to lose? The unstoppable force on the immovable object.
You got to be so careful approaching Dolores.
Oh, they confirmed, but it was he went for the safe approach. He did not go for the damage. Let's see if it works out now. Oh, as usual, that combo is really hard to confirm if you're not used to it, especially online. The timing is very strict. Look at that. Just trying to control the approach, but that is not good enough. Dolores gets the opening she needs. It was a miss. She needed to do the anti-air grab first in order to confirm that it doesn't work like that. Is it going to cost her? I don't know. Any touch is good enough to take down Shune.
Recognize that situation. You think you're going to try and make it a little bit shorter and just finish the thing early, and actually the combo just doesn't work that way. You end up wasting the meter.
That was a great move. Sadly, that was a very harshly messed up drop from that combo with Dolores. but that was still good enough. That tense situation had us all on edge. That was a great match, and Thrust really came and showed all the practice he's had. Unfortunately for him, Unicorn is really comfortable with his characters, and he knows what to do. That was a great way to end the fight, and that was a great performance for my fellow Mexican player over here.
Yeah, that was scary. Like, Unicorn really knows how to use Dolores. He knows how to use Rio. Very, very good guys.
Now, Lemmy, can you tell us which match can we expect next?
Speaking of very good guys, it's ExFalcon against STX.
MCX, okay, we're going to have the champion on stream once more. Let's go for it. We're going to have them join the room soon. So look forward to the next match.
I wonder if we'll see the same team as last time or some new characters. I've got the feeling Falcon's got more than a few teams that he can play solidly. When I first saw him play, he was playing K and had some really nasty combos. And that was on day one. K-Dash, I should say.
Yeah, K-Dash is such a fun character, but I think something is lacking in this one. I don't know what it is, but something is missing.
Yeah, he's definitely not as strong in this version as he's been in others, but he's still a very solid character. He has a very good mix-up game if you're not expecting it. His offensive can be all over the place, so you need to have very, very fast reactions to stop him on his tracks. Unfortunately, he's not able to confirm much of his stuff into actual combos this time around, but it is still a very good offensive. And as you have seen before, sometimes in this game, you do not need fancy combos to end the match. You just need to know what to press at the right time. Many veterans here in King of KOF have been able to take matches just by knowing their buttons, knowing their spacing, and knowing their movement. So in the right hands, even if K-Dash doesn't have a lot of insane confirms, if you are able to make use of his great mix-up game, you're going to have a match in complete control. Not to mention, he has a very good invincible reversal at his disposal.
Yeah, his Dragon Punch threw me to begin with as well, just because even when he misses it, he ends up like half a screen away from you. So you've got to act fast if you want to punish it.
Not every character has the right tools to answer that, at least in the most effective way. Like with some of them, you may be able to do some decent damage, but it's going to be very hard to get a full punish out of that because of how it sends you to the other side of the screen. And not only that, his buttons he doesn't have a very conventional fireball. In fact, his button is not even a fireball at all. He can convert it into a fireball, but if he chooses to, he can have a very different ways to approach you after that. So if you're expecting a fireball and want to jump in, maybe he switched it around and he did the anti-air version. He's a very good character in the right hands. It's a very mix-up heavy character if you want to deal with that, and it's going to be very hard trying to close in on him.
He can be a really tough zoner if you're playing someone like Clark or Ralph who's got to try and fight their way in. When he starts doing those fireball mix-ups, yeah, he can be nasty. He really gets to pick his moments of when he wants to hit you.
Now we're waiting for Falcons to come in. Oh, the teleports as well. Yeah, that is very true. He has a very good teleport dash. It can be interrupted in many cases if you can read it, but you have to be very fast to use it effectively. But again, if the character knows how to go at it, you're going to be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, I feel that we're going to see Chris again.
Considering we have ExFalcon here, it is very, very likely that we will see some Chris here.
I thought before the game was released, they were showing the trailers and things, and I thought Chris was looking really strong. But not many people play him. I think he's quite advanced to play him well, and Falcon's got him down.
He still have some very decent buttons, and if you are good enough with him, you can do some very intense mix-up with Chris, as we have seen here on the cross-ups here. That is insane.
I always have trouble with characters like that. Like Ibuki in Street Fighter with the left-right mix-ups. If you're not really on the ball, they just they have their way with you.
That is indeed very dangerous. Now we're going through the character selection screen. Let's see what our contestants here are going to bring to the table.
Has Chris got the high-low mix as well, or just the left-right?
It is the you can have a high-low mix too.
Nightmares. Alright, here we go.
And we have a team of Clark for a change. King and Ralph. The Clark train does not stop tonight. No matter who wins, we still have a Clark waiting for you.
Yeah, King and the Ikari Warriors.
There's always more Clark.
That is beautiful. That's a nice grab to go with it. And those are some very confident confirms.
He gets you in that corner, he doesn't let you out.
There it is. The mix-ups are going strong.
That's what makes Falcon so scary. Those light confirms. And they're so consistent with him.
Yeah, there's not many people that like to be in Clark's space, but we can see there that's exactly where Chris wanted to be.
Yeah, so confident that I can do this. And sure enough.
Starting with the zoning, but Chris does not care. He goes for the approach right away and he's starting up strong. Those light kicks are very dangerous. You have to be very careful around him because ExFalcon isn't going to miss a chance to punish you for your mistakes.
Yeah, I feel he was trying to bait the tornado kick there and he got it.
Yeah, all the same, he's still got a lot of damage and
so much damage.
That is a very good use of meter and that's enough to kill. He didn't use any more than he needed to.
Reach for the top. Ready? Go!
Those dives are extremely powerful for Clark. They have always been, but in this game they are extremely useful against an offensive character. That is something I have to say to a few people when it comes to this game. The dive attacks are not as good in the offensive sometimes in this game as they are when the opponent is in the offense. That is a great way to keep the character away, and if they are not expecting damage and a lot of area control. It's a beautiful confirming to level 1. That's the place to go again.
EX dive.
That's Chris down. Now, this is something that we have noticed more as we have seen people advancing here. More people are starting to be able to deal with Chris at the end of the matches. The first tournament we had, no one was able to take down ExFalcon's Chris. Now, slowly but surely, we're starting to see our players here adapt to the strategies and at least take one down from our current champion here. Now we have a battle of top tier characters. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. But at this point, Terry had everything to win. Not only is he one of the best characters alongside Ralph over here, but he also had every bit of life he needed. He had mirror to use in case he needed to, and he has good ways to zone you out if he has to. Oh, that was a very intense first match. We were able to see Chris go down and Terry coming in to take the mantle, but now what can we expect of this match? Are we going to see MC take Chris once more? Is he going to be able to take down the current champion? This is what we're expecting to see right now here at XboxFighters in our current KOF 15 tournament. Now, there is no change of teams this time. It is the same, exact same order. So let's see how this works out this time. Has he adapted enough to his playstyle to do enough damage? We're going to see it right now.
Round 1. Ready? Go!
And as we said before, the tackle is very dangerous in this game. Yeah, it is very dangerous if it lands, but if it's blocked, you're getting a full punish.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Yeah, I kind of feel that Shermie's dash is better than Clark's.
It definitely is. However, Shermie loses to most buttons that the opponent presses. If you want to stop Shermie on her tracks, you just need to press a good button against her, and she's going to take the hit. She's not going to win by grabbing you first. On the other hand, Clark is more likely to defeat the opponent's buttons. You have to block it if you want to avoid it.
An exciting bout from round 1.
Yes, because Shermie's won't hit you in the air, will it? Clark will grab you out of the air.
Yeah, Clark will grab you out of the air, Shermie won't, and it's going to be a full punish if he whips it because you're in the air. She's not going to land to grab you as you land. And again, the thing with Shermie is if you press an attack while she's rushing at you, she's going to get hit. She's not going to go through it. She's not going to grab you out of the attack. She's going to lose that. So you have to be defending, or you have to be doing something else in order for it to work.
You see Kim having trouble again. Not able to get away with that zoning against Chris.
Absolutely, he has ways to come in. Oh, and that EX is extremely unsafe, and that's a full punish.
Yeah, tornado kicks, you've really got to throw in a couple of light ones just to stop people trying to punish it. The heavy and the EX are so punishable.
Absolutely.
And the heavy...
That is a great dive bomb. Once more, but this time Chris is prepared.
Yeah, Chris is ready for that one. Good, no sweet
follow-up. That is a full punish.
Yeah.
Oh, but he did not use the meter, but he's using it now, so making the most out of that meter. Perhaps it was a drop combo, but he's still going. He's confident. Even if Clark tries to take his turn back, Chris says, "It is still mine. I am the champion. I do not wait for anyone's turn." And that attitude is exactly what gets him the win in this one. That was a great performance.
Chris this time.
Yeah, not this time. He knew what to expect this time. Kelly showing support for a fellow Chris player. I wish he had that same energy whenever I play Shermie, but hey, you take what you can, huh?
We need more Shermie lovers in the chat.
You know what? I don't think. You know what is the life of a grappler player? You play a grappler, you get hate. That's just the cycle of life.
Oh, tell me about it. I'm a Ken player. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you about it. You play Ken? Can you? Just kidding here, man.
Why?
Don't worry about it.
Why do you play Ken?
Look, I'm just going to say. You play Ken. Why?
What's wrong with you?
Okay, Kelly. You know what? I accept that. I can live with that if you support my over here. It's so weird saying that in English. Anyway, I'm just going to say real quick. There is no true slander here towards anyone playing any character. We do not hold we do not hold it against you for which character you play. We're only having some good fun here. I mean, it's just kind of a running gag for Ken players to get hate. We know that, right, Lemmy?
I mean, we make fun of it ourselves. Like, you remember Flowchart, Ken? Remember that?
Oh, absolutely. No, I remember that. I lived that recently.
Yeah, this is the shit I like. Like flowchart.
You know what,
Ken.
Lemmy? You said. Yeah, I'm just going to say, Lemmy. You say, remember Flowchart Ken as if it was a dying breed, as if it wasn't the standard still.
It's a way of life.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is fine. You're just having a bit of fun here.
I don't need a flowchart to EX Dragon Punch all day. I don't need a flowchart to that.
Oh man, but we have our contestants here, Willy and TD. We're going to have our match starting up real soon. I hope you're having a great time over there. I hope you're enjoying the commentary, because if you are not enjoying it, we are going to get fired and you are not going to see us next time in this tournament. In all seriousness though, I hope you're having fun, and I hope the matches that you're witnessing right now are very, very entertaining and what do you say, a learning experience. I hope that you are being able to learn some technique from here. Who knows, maybe you just stole some Chris tech from the champion here, or maybe watching some Clark play, you are inspired to pick that character up. In that sense, I can only say, what a shame, we have more Clark players now. Oh no.
Yeah,
you got to say, if you wanted to get some good combos,
you know, that's
that tonight, and if you want to get the neutral of how to play a certain character, the gameplay. There's been a lot of some strong gameplay tonight.
Yeah, like I mean, there's a reason a lot of people play those characters. I mean, Clark is a strong one. Ralph is a strong character. I mean, there's a reason people play those, and why not celebrate the strong characters?
Willie stuck with his team from last time, and we haven't seen TD yet, have we? So he was playing off stream last time.
Yeah, and it's
We finally get to see
and
more
Athena.
dinosaur representation.
yes, I always enjoy TD's teams. Always dinosaurs, Clark, because of course Clark, he's the #1 Clark, and Athena because his Athena is very annoying, and that's how you play Athena.
You know what? If a player is not making Athena annoying, is he truly playing Athena?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, let's
the
go!
armor.
That grab, making use of the armor points. Let's go. Well, the advantage is going to be as good. Oh, look at that! He just armored through all of it only to get punished. Not once more.
Everything
We're going
armored.
to black
Everything's
this
armored.
time.
Nice.
Grappler players can only think of one thing, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, a lot of armor, and that's what
That's a good block. That.
draws people to them, I guess. Oh, nice block.
Oh, baiting the DP and
better
punishing
arrow,
with a
yeah.
grab. Yeah, that could have been more than that, but it was still very fun to watch. You know, grappler players know one thing, and that is grab. It's flashy, it's funny, and you love to do that every single time. Is there something more optimal? It doesn't matter. The grab takes precedence.
Especially a dinosaur player, like you have to be so close to the opponent as a dinosaur. It's so satisfying to see those grabs.
Wow, I went through the reflector. I thought the reflector would have won that.
Now,
Reaching
Athena is a
tactic
character that
range.
excels at ranging and range. She has ways to counter you if you get up close, but she's not as optimal as she is at a distance. And Willie knows that she's going on Athena's face. He's going to make sure TD doesn't have a chance to zone him out. That is a full combo, and it is a beautiful one to watch. And Athena is going.
Oh, it didn't come out.
I said it before. KOF doesn't care if you want to do a super. It's not going to be invincible most of the time.
Yeah, in most cases.
This is one of the things that I've heard Street Fighter players struggle against. Like, you're gonna get hit out of your super. There's no way around it.
Yeah, that's
There we go.
annoying. Yeah. Death, Clark.
The confidence, that's death.
You love
Just
to
dash
shoot.
up on them, you grab them, and you are dead.
Love to
TD's
shoot.
Clark can be very scary.
Oh yeah.
He was terrorizing us the other night.
Freshman coming in with a commentary. Kobe is over. It's okay to hug now. That is beautiful.
Times for Luang. There's the armor.
All the
again.
armor.
Once more.
Oh, no conversion.
The only thing Clark knows for real is there will be grabs.
I wonder if he's actually saving his meter for the climax, which he's got now, if he can land an opportunity to land it. Oh,
You know what? I suppose it would have been better to just use that on a grab, but the man is doing his best here, trying to stay alive. Luong is very scary when he's jumping at you. He's going to get you on the other side, and he's trying to armor through it. Sadly,
Nice tech.
that was not good enough.
yeah, I wonder if all those shatter strikes were deliberate. I get the shatter strike a lot when I'm trying to go for the climax. It's painful. It takes so much meter off you as well for a bum move.
The second match right now, there was a very good first one on the side of Willie, and we're going to see TD trying to come in with his same team again. Is he going to change the order?
Nope.
No, it is exactly the same one. He believes in his team, he believes in his strategy, and he's sticking to it.
And one thing he wants those all the meter for his Clark. Like so many grabs and so much damage with the with meter for Clark. He just needs all the meter he can.
Yeah, Clark seems to get a lot of opportunities to spend the meter. You get a lot of time to realise that the conversions are good with him.
The more careful this time.
Absolutely. He knows what Benimari can do if he tries to rush in. So he's being more deliberate in his advance. That's great. The Rekka. Oh, but he was too early on that. And Benimari was ready for with the reversal. Getting hit out of it.
Something was dropped there. Grab the grappler. And Mario feeling confident. Full swing footsies.
I was trying to believe in the armor point, but it was not enough. Benimaro wasn't close enough. Oh, that is a terrible whiff on both ends. No one was able to punish anyone. And the jumping was good enough to take him down.
Damn Mario with the upper hand again.
Good over here saying he does not believe that the tragedy is over. He's not hugging anyone. As an Athena main, he would rather keep his distance.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, but that pressure with the Nimaru, he just walks in and grabs you. He knows you're blocking.
Oh.
He's not going to let that happen. Oh, that was a beautiful EXDP, but Benny gets a confirm, and that's all he needs. He's back on a more even ground.
Oh, held it.
That charge was great. Just releasing it the right timing to make sure that Benny was not able to do anything against it. That was beautiful. And this time we come in with a good enough amount of life. This is not over for TD. If he plays his card straight, he's going to be able to move on. But again, Wong is very scary. If you're not ready for those cross-ups, you're going to get hit. And those combos, he has some of the best looking, most stylish combos in the game, and they still do a great amount of damage. That with DP is going to be good enough to close this round, and Luong moves on with enough time and health to get a full recovery for next round.
Mission start. Burn to fight. Ready? Go.
Oh, I don't know how that didn't grab.
Nice defense from TD. Gets caught with the juggle. Drops out of it.
He believes in the jump. He knows what's gonna happen if they go straight for the grab. Look at that, that's a lot of damage, and it could be dead.
Ooh,
It is dead.
good stuff.
That was a great match. That Luong is extremely dangerous, and here Willie knows how to make the most of her. She's been bringing the victory. She closed up this match, and he moves on forward for the next part of the tournament.
And now here, of course, is the match everyone's been waiting for.
Oh, absolutely. I am very sorry to everyone in this tournament who has been happy listening to me speak, to me, DevilJ, and Omega speak. But we're going to have to leave Lemmy alone, because the next match is going to be between yours truly, DevilJ, and Omega Mad.
All right, but before we do that,
Going to mute yourself
before
we do that. Yes.
Let me just send a message real quick.
Yeah.
For sure.
Just a quick reminder that we really appreciate everyone here. That everyone tuning in, playing with us, it's incredible.
It is thanks to your support that these tournaments can keep on going. It is thanks to your support as well that the community can keep on growing, and the more the community grows, the better these tournaments are going to get. Now we're going to me and Omega are going to take a quick break from the commentary booth, and we're going to have the next match straight to you. Don't go anywhere. These matches are going to get better as we keep advancing on the tournament.
Before you start, in the chat there was a question if I don't have backup commentary. I do. Say hi to Unicorn.
Oh, brother, we got two commentators going straight up. Let's get funky with it. How's my audio coming through?
Sounds good.
I think I started off as Macho Man Randy Savage and then immediately went into Crazy Taxi announcer guy. So I apologize. I'm sure that was very confusing for everyone. We've got a match of two greats here, Omega Mad and Devil Forager. Man, I got to say, I feel like Discount Devil at this point. Like, I don't know if I have either the energy or the quick wits to follow Devil, but I'm going to try my best. I'm glad you have me here to sub in.
I'm always happy to have you here. Always appreciate you.
Right on, right on.
Okay, so Omega Mad, DevilJ, you can start.
I don't know if I have either the energy or the quick wits to go.
So, there we go. Good matches so far. That match
this has been an incredible tournament, man. This is a great showing by everyone. I'm a big fan of seeing some of the highest level players I've seen in a really long time. And I got to tell you, Flab, if you're still here, man, if you're still listening, that was one hell of a way to start off the tournament. And when I tell you that my resting heart rate is now 10 heartbeats higher than it was before that match, it's all thanks to you, man, because that was amazing, dude. I have total luck with that particular match. And I think we're going to see another great matchup here with Omega Mad and Devil. I'm a big fan of his Shermie. As someone who loves to tackle and or grapple, I always love a character that can do both.
Yeah.
But it looks like we're starting off BJ and King here.
Omega Mad with King. Right. He likes to zone you out. That's how you play King. So, really
I think having played Omega I agree 100%. You know, having played him in Street Fighter 5, Sam Show, and now KOF, you know, he likes to keep you at a distance, and he likes to get in your head a bit, right? He likes to kind of think, where is he going to go? Is he going to jump? Is he going to run forward? Is he going to roll? And he plays characters, I think King, Ralph, and Blue Mary, all of their strengths are that they can zone you out, but they can also get right into your face and guess what direction you're going to go in.
Yeah, that's one of the strengths here as a player. Use the characters.
Great wake-up kick.
Use the characters absolutely. Not only in the gameplay, but in the mind games.
Right. Oof. And the second wake-up kick there to clinch out the first round. Now we have a member of Team Mexico and a member of Team Mods, right?
Yes.
I think when ESPN does their recap of the best fighting games or the best fighting game tournament of 2022, when you do the recap for this tournament, they have to do an overlay of all the teams and which member got the farthest.
Yeah, just give me more work.
I'm sure we can commission it out. Some filmmakers. A lot of great zone and the taunt. That is both a sign of respect and, well, maybe just respect for now.
Yeah, that's Omega.
Yeah.
He taunts. Whenever Omega taunts in a game, he likes you.
Omega said, you know what? I paid for all of the buttons, and damn it, I'm gonna use all of the buttons.
Yeah, let me press them. There's Ralph.
And speaking of buttons here, a lot of great ones from Ralph.
Great damage.
Omega Mad, a lot just right out of the gate. Omega Mad, the third place winner of the last tournament. Oh, good block there from Devil. Just a speck of life before it's taken away by Ralph. Now we're down to Devil's anchor, Shermie. Quite possibly his strongest character. Definitely his favorite, as we can tell.
Yeah. A lot of support for both players in the chat. They love to see it.
Absolutely. Both long-standing members of the community. I believe Devil coming from Thrusty's streams and group, and Omega, of course, long-time Discord member.
Yeah.
Hosted some great Street Fighter 5 lobbies. Great cancel into the super and continuing the pressure. Shermie eking out some buttons to keep him down.
Who will go block here?
Yeah. It's a great example of how both are battling for neutral right now. And even though Ralph has had the lead when I started that sentence, Jeremy's still finding ways to close the gap efficiently.
Ooh. Crouching light does it.
Mm-hmm.
Always watch your feet.
Down to... Yeah. Gotta watch your tippy toes, man.
Are you ready?
There's Mary. Oh boy. Here we go.
I do like how Omega plays Mary. There's a lot of head games in that. You know, she may go for the grab, she may go for the counter. But just really solid all around. One of my favorite Blue Mares to play against.
Yeah, absolutely. Also the mix-up. He keeps pounding low, and then suddenly there's a high, and
yeah,
he's in your
there
head.
There you go. No. Yep. 1-0 for Omega Mad. The question that we ask after every match like this is Devil going to stay with his team, or is he going to change things up? All right, character selection under the way. All right, and we're sticking with the same team on Devil's side. Omega taking a second to choose his order.
Yeah, no surprises here.
With this match, we'll cement the top 4. I believe after this, we're going to go straight into the top 4 matches, or are we going to take a break, Lemmy?
There's a short break. I think we all need a quick break after this one.
Allow the blood pressure to release a little bit, heart rates to return back to normal. Alright, so Devil starting out with Blue Mary and trying to break through the zoning. A lot of fireballs from King. But Blue Mary's got options to break through. Short hop into a low block. Oh, it tries to switch sides and goes with the EX kick. Not a great punish for Omega, but still anyone's game. Ooh. Fireballs and the taunt.
There's a taunt. Eat a slide for that.
But you can reckon that Omega's playing on a different plane altogether, right? That he's trying to get into the opponent's head and trying to get him to push and make mistakes so he can capitalize.
Yeah.
Ooh, great grab there.
A lot of people don't taunt because it's disrespectful usually. But Omega just uses that as an advantage for his character. Like in every game he plays. In Street Fighter, fight against his Bison and he will taunt you.
As someone who's been perfected many times over by his Bison, I can tell you, yeah, that taunt's effective.
Yes.
Alright, Mai coming in, hopefully to shut down King's effective zoning. A lot of buttons being pressed here by Devil and some hits getting in, but with just a simple fireball, Omega's able to put him down. And then the jump CD, such an effective tool, as is that EX fan from Mai. Devil maintaining pressure until he got caught in that EX kick. That's the 3rd time in these 2 matches. Great slide kick, but
No
that
powder.
Hurricane kick was not recommended there. She was able to punish.
And that's the Rolf.
Bar, pretty scary because there's a super cancel and there's a chunk of your life just deleted. That 5D is so effective at keeping people in the corner. You can see Omega just poking it out.
Just, it feels like just 2 combos and Mai was out.
Yeah.
This guy does so much damage. And it's showing me now.
I mean, he's someone who thinks it's sensible at one point to carry live grenades on his belt as he's fighting other people, so expect a lot of explosive damage from someone like that.
Yeah, I mean, he punches you, he gives you a high five, and everything explodes. He's that kind of guy.
He is very much that kind of guy. Great corner pressure from Shermie. Misses the cancel.
That's a grab.
Yep, gotta time it just a bit. You don't have to be exact, but of course you gotta guess correctly. It just didn't happen. Great combo into the grab. Did we say cancel? No, we didn't have the cancel.
Baited.
Great combo all the way. Great grab, but Omega Man getting out of it with no problem.
Ooh,
Oh, raw super, but stuffed with that
that
5D.
was ballsy.
Until you're trying to find a way to gain some momentum, and the grab manages to get in, but not enough to kill. Anyone's game right now. Omega on game point, match point. There we go. Well, congratulations, Omega.
What a great fight! Mad respect to the winner!
Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
Great stuff.
Ooh,
indeed.
that was scary. Good games, Devil.
GG, man. Great use of that taunt button, man. I'm afraid to see that in my direction.
Abuse Ralph's normals. They're far too good.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
he's
guys.
got a nerf coming to him. I really feel.
Well, it's a pleasure to have to be here in the commentator booth with you guys. I'll go ahead and duck out again. And thanks, Lemmy, for having us, or having me at least. I'll see you guys around.
Thank you for joining, man.
Thanks for helping out.
It's a pleasure. As
See you
always.
soon.
All right.
Later, dudes.
Before we continue, we're gonna have a quick break for about 15 minutes. Just calm the nerves a bit. Drink coffee.
And I am back on the commentary booth. Thank you everyone for watching my shameful display. But I hope you had a good time there.
Yeah, we're just saying we're gonna take a quick break. Drink whatever beverage you want to drink. Pet your cat. We're gonna be right back.
Nice.
Hello. That was weird.
Hello there.
We try again. Hello. That's better. Wait a couple seconds to get them all the attention again.
Yeah, now we're glad to have you here again, and we're here once more in this Xbox Fighters tournament for King of Fighters 15. We've seen a lot of great play from many players. We've seen some terrible play by yours truly. I played terribly there. But you know, we have a little bit of everything for everyone in the audience here. I hope you're having fun. And we're going to continue this tournament right where we left it. We only have a few matches left in this tournament, so we're going to leave the lovely people here in the commentator booth tell you more about this.
Yeah, it's ExFalcon against Unicorn.
Excellent.
Two of the more dominant players tonight. Or today, whatever time zone you're in.
Of course, we just had Unicorn in the commentary booth, so we can see he's sounding good and ready for the match.
Yeah, he sounded full of energy.
XFalcon?
As ready as you can be, that's for sure. But I believe in the man. In any case, whatever happens here, I believe it's going to be a good victory for those of us with Mexican blood in our veins. But for those of you who are not Mexican, don't worry about it. It's still going to be a very exciting match, and I'm sure you're not going to be disappointed.
Absolutely not.
Now, are we going to get the guys here in the play? Let's wait for that.
Yeah. Also, because we didn't say that tonight, I think we are supported by SNK. They noticed.
That's for sure.
They noticed us and retweeted our announcement, and here we are. So thanks SNK for that. Really, really grateful.
Yeah, it is really amazing that SNK is noticing the
Good job.
smaller scenes. Yeah, of course. SNK did an amazing job with KOF 15. It's one of the most amazing fighting games experiences out there. It has brought not only the KOF fanbase together for this amazing game, but it has brought many new players to this amazing franchise. Thank you, SNK, for this excellent experience. Thank you for this amazing online, and thanks for supporting these smaller communities. Thanks for noticing us. We might not be the EVO Grand Finals, but there's still a lot of excitement to be had, and there's still a lot of great players in this bracket, this tournament. Now, we're going right away between the match of ErectedUnicorn and ExFalcon.
Also great to see a King of Fighters game on Xbox that plays well. We have 13, yeah, we have 2002 but those netcodes are rough. Really appreciate the stable and
the experience is not the best, and even if the games behind them are really good, sadly the online experience isn't as good as we would have liked. But this here, right there, is some amazing players, some amazing online experiences, and we can have a match like this where the players can do absolutely their best without fearing that the online connection is going to be rough. And just what is rough is dealing with ExFalcon's Chris. We can see that Unicorn has an amazing and very good and offensive Rio, but against the constant offensive, the mix-ups, the cross-ups of Chris, it is very, very hard to get your own game going.
A bit of a cautious beginning last round, but then as soon as Chris starts moving, oh my god.
Oh, look at that. The confidence to just go on the other side and walk up to you and grab. That is the mark of a champion right there.
So fast, you can't really press any heavy buttons against him.
Yeah, not even light buttons. He knows what is safe and what isn't. So it doesn't give you any chance to press even a light button.
Now we have Dolores with 4 bars of meter, but Chris is back to full health. Is he going to be able to dish out the damage that Dolores can't pull out if she gets you in one of her strings? Let's try to see that happen. Now, Unicorn is a very good player, but here, Falcon is our reigning champion. He has proven time and again why he's been at the top of the Xbox Fighters tournament constantly, and he's still proving his dominance right now. With us constantly switching up, going from up, down, and everything. The moment he hits you, you're in a combo and you're taking a lot of damage here. Stopping those air approaches, going with the offensive once more, and into 1 bar of meter. He doesn't have anything left, but it's really tough. Yeah, absolutely. Going straight for the damage, that is great. Now, there's going to be some scaling because of the Shadow Strike, but it's still a much better position to be in, and it's still a lot of damage. Now, this is a one-touch game for both of the opponents here. Let's see who takes the win for this round. And it is ExFalcon for the first match. There's an amazing play by him, and Dolores still did a good job trying to keep it away and getting in some damage, but this Chris is all over the place. When you think he's going to go low, he's on top of you with a high. When you're ready to defend for the next strike, he's behind you. That is some amazing play.
You look at those second members waiting as well. Terry and Eerie, if you get past Chris, they're waiting for you.
Yeah, those are scary characters.
How we can... Absolutely. Like we don't see a change in characters right now, but the offensive, this is great. This is very tough, and Chris is just really strong in the ExFalcon's hands. And then we still have Cherry. Of course, he's one of the best characters. If you manage to take down Chris, you still have a Cherry with or without meter waiting for you to take it down.
Well, we are getting a couple of hits in, but big damage differential here.
Yeah, there's a significant life lead on the ExFalcon side. Never gave up, especially on this one.
Absolutely, this is an amazing game, and if you have some resources, if you manage to land a good hit, you may be able to turn the tables around. Now, unfortunately, for Rio here, Chris just landed a good hit, and it is down. First character down, and Unicorn has to bring his A game with Clark to deal with Chris.
Round 2. Ready? Go!
Unicorn is ready for with a defense, like he's trying to deal with that, but just Chris is too oppressive. ExFalcon knows exactly what to do. He's going up and down trying to get a read of what he's going to do next, but the moment he sees any inactivity, he's going in for the offensive all over the place. If you're not ready for it, you're going to get hit, and even if you are, you never know when he's going to switch things around. Just like that, Chris takes down Clark, and it's going to be a full recovery from Chris.
I think he got away with a single forward roll there. He's punished every one of them.
Defensive, no confirming super. You still have plenty of meter to work with. Dolores, if she gets one good hit, there might be a lot of damage, but unfortunately, Chris is just too strong in this situation. He just keeps advancing. Dolores has no chance to keep him away, and if she does, Chris is going to be right on his face again. Just like that, Unicorn might be down. That's a shame. Unicorn has had an amazing tournament run so far. He's done some amazing things with his characters. When he's been down to the wire, he's been able to bring it back. Unfortunately, and sadly for him, ExFalcon is our champion for a reason. His Chris is just unstoppable.
And looking terrifying again. Unstoppable Chris.
But Unicorn is not out yet because we have a bronze match, so he can still get the third place.
Absolutely. He's had an amazing tournament run, so we still have to wait and see if he is going to be able to bring it back and secure the third place in our King of Fighters 15 tournament here at XboxFighters.
Good stuff. Next up, it's Willy against Omega Mad.
Let's go. Willy should be coming here soon.
Omega Which whose lobby is it? Devil?
It is mine.
Yeah, surgical.
Let me see.
Surgical is still in the slot.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm going to try something right now. Hey, I'm sorry, Surgical, but we need to get this match going. And we are about to get started in our next match, Omega Matt against WIlliWaller. Let's go.
See you on the other side, guys.
Good luck.
For sure. Good luck.
And you can start. Alright, no surprises here.
Yeah, the same team that's been working so well for our contestants here. This is going to be a good match. Let's wish our best to the contestants here. Now, we're in the middle of character select, but we know that once the match starts, we're going to have some amazing King of Fighters 15 action from some of our best players here at Xbox Fighters. Do not miss a second of this match.
Willie starting off with Benimaru.
Round 1. Ready?
And this time, Omega is feeling confident with Ralph on point. That is a nice confirm, some early damage, but Benimaru rolls in for a grab to try to do the dive kick, but Ralph is ready to punish with his charge attack. Well, it's no longer charge in this game, but you know what I mean. Now, let's go. Benimaru is still being very careful in his approach. He knows that Clark is a very good anti-air, and so does he. They're just going over here showing off their anti-air attacks. Who's going to be able to come in first? Now, if you come close to me, I'm going to do this. Ralph has a similar way to stop your approach, but if you don't approach, it's useless. And Benimaru is being very careful, waiting for that in order to not get punished whenever he advances. And that roll cost him 1 bar of meter in this moment. Ralph has the advantage, not only in bar, but now on health as well. It is very close match, but if he lands a hit, that meter could make the difference in this round.
Yeah, Willie pretty good at keeping Ralph out here. Yeah, he knocks down the damage.
There it is. Yeah, this man is dangerous in this one. Oh, and Willie tried to do the anti-air one, the angle version of his stat, but Ralph was just in his face. He was crouching. He was not going to get hit, and he made sure to punish him for it. Now, the timer is in 5, and finally, the one move he's been dreading, the one he's been showing off, that anti-air explosion manages to seal the first round.
Burn to fight. Ready? Go!
Now, here's the thing. Willie's Luong is very scary. Once he gets a good hit, he's going to get hit by one very damaging and very stylish combo. And not only that, her air approach is very scary because she can very, very easily get across upon you. So now, Ralph has to be very careful. She has great buttons, but it is no use when Luong is so quick and on your face. Just like that, Ralph is down, and we get the next character. It's King against Luong. Who's got the more powerful legs between these two? We're about to find out.
Yeah, once Luong opens you up, it's a lot of damage potentially. So, well worth it at all costs.
Yeah, and not only that, but on King's side, she can zone you out really well, but if you get impatient trying to get in on her zoning, you're going to get hit by her tornado strike, and you're going to get in a pretty heavy combo. Now, just like that, whoever gets a hit first is going to get a lot of damage, but it is too early! Luong does a super too early, and Willie ends up missing his combo. That is very lucky for Omega, because not only did Willie miss a combo, but he wasted 2 bars of meter. There is a lesser possibility of getting hit by a big combo now, where he still has 2 complete bars of meter and half of that for an EX move. What are we going to see next? Well, we can see that Luong is really scary on the air. Not only can she get a hit in for you, but she can also cross you up and keep the damage going. Oh, and that is enough. She might have missed the super, she might have wasted 2 bars of meter, but Luong did not need that.
I was about to say,
Ready?
what's up is so nasty. hits so low.
it's extremely strong. Yeah, it hits really low. It moves her forward a lot, so unlike with other characters, you don't have to measure her distance much, as the move is going to do most of the job for you, and you can confirm it off a grab in the air, a hit in the air, so it's going to combo like that. But Mary has an amazing combo over there. She has a lot of great confirms. Her EX slide gets a stun gun that it's really a lot of damage, a lot of, well, of course, stun. So it's a good possibility to keep the combo going, but Luong is so aggressive, so on your face, it's going to be very hard to deal with it. There it is, the cross-up and into the grab, waiting further pressure, but Mary is not even risking it. Omega goes in for the grab and makes sure to bring back Chris. Now, it is an anchor versus anchor round, however, Mary is much lower on health than with his Chris. She still has more meter though, so a good hit could make a big difference here.
So one combo and it's about even, let's say. Yes, the mix-up we're talking about.
So the wake up TP is going to help him get back on track, and that is enough. Willie takes the first round over Omega.
What a stellar fight! These two know how to rumble!
Now here we can see a lot of adaptability here on both sides. They know what the strategy is and they try their best, but in this case Willie has an insanely strong Luong, extremely oppressive, very variant here approach, and once she opens you up, you are in danger. That's a lot of potential damage, and if you get into the right combo, she's going to get you with a level 2, and that's going to be near death. Now, Benimaru, of course, is still a very good character. He's got it on point, but he does not need as much damage with the way he's playing him, because he's making sure to keep you away from him. If you want to make an approach, he's going to get you with the right tools, his right anti-air, or he's going to sweep you right out of your feet and is going to get an advantage of you. Now, Benimaru is not only good at keeping you away, but he shines most with his combos. He's got easy confirms into good damage and great cancels into super. He might not be one of the top tiers, but he manages to get a good early hit on you. You're eating a lot of damage.
Good point, character. That's good.
Yeah, and his moves naturally, be it on whiff or on block, generate a lot of meter. So even if he goes down, he's going to give plenty of resources to the next character.
Yeah, that's what a good point character should also do. Not just easy damage without meter, or without a lot of meter. But make sure your next characters have meter when they need it. And Benimaru is pretty good at that.
Omega is doing a great job pressing the right button to stop his advance. Just when Willie thinks that the king is vulnerable, Omega presses the right button and he is out of his face. Now, he's doing a good job of dodging the fireball too. Now, is he going to do the same? That is a beautiful jump back to avoid the projectile by Benimaru, and just going right for the spin kick is going to take him down, and this time King advances to the next one with a much higher life lead and still enough meter to do damage if something connects in the right position. Now, as we say, Luong has some great normals, but a lot of distance, so those sweeps are extremely dangerous. She can very easily approach you on both sides, and with her mix-up game isn't as strong as somebody else's, she can at least try to switch up her neutral game, and she's going to keep you constantly guessing. Yeah, unfortunately there was nothing else that he could do out of that.
Yeah.
And Luong's pressure is still going strong. Oh no, follow-up from that. Perhaps something could have been done, but Willie did not want to use any meter to follow up with an EX. He just was confident in taking it down with as little waste as possible.
Round 3, ready, go!
There's those nasty cross-ups we're talking about. Nice defense.
Yeah, absolutely. And in this case, Omega doesn't want to risk a DP in case he gets the wrong move and he gets hit for a full combo, which is happening right now. There was no use of meter. Oh, and that was a very bold dodge into the command grab to go straight for the mix-up and get the knockdown. Now, what is he going to do? Going for a neutral grab and a mix-up again. This could be very good for Omega if he keeps it up. And the mix a third time. You never expect him to do it 3 times, but that's exactly what Omega did, and that is the end for Luong, one of the scariest characters that Willy has in this position. Blue Mary has a lot of meter. She can easily do up to 50 to 60% damage with that, and he's got a good enough life lead. And not only that, but Ralph is still waiting out there in case Chris manages to take down Mary.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's still Ralph. Even if Mary falls, there's still the big guy.
There's a lot of risk being taken here. Omega knows he has meter to spare, so he doesn't hesitate using it, trying to catch Chris. But this is nothing he hasn't seen before. He knows what is coming next, and he's trying his best to counter it. Now, the jumping CD, the trademark, the all reliable for all Chris players, manages to take down Mary, and we have a Clark with 4.5 bars of meter.
If you ever want to see a cool stuff army do punch in the boy, just punch in the right place.
Who happens to be the reincarnation of a God of Destruction. Yeah, this is exactly the game KOF is. KOF got you covered. And that beautiful pick of that juggle at EX activation, but there's not enough meter for the climax, so that is not happening. Raw activation of max mode, and that is very dangerous. If that could be very well the end. If Ralph is hit one more time, he's going to be down, and Willy knows that he's going to try the poke approach. He's not trying to do any fancy combos, he just needs to hit once, and there it is. One of the best jumping CDs in the game, in every King of Fighter game, and it takes down Omega, which means he's going to be knocked to the next game, which is going to be for the 3rd place on this tournament, and our good friend here is going to move on forward. It was an amazing display of skill. We are going to have a great grand finals with Willy and ExFalcon. But now we should be having Omega back in the commentary booth any minute now. Maybe he has some words ready for the audience.
Good one.
Before that happens,
yeah, Willy.
That's exactly what he has.
Yeah, he was right on the first game. I was expecting a wake-up DP, and it didn't come out, and it lost me the game. I don't think there's too much to
Happens to the best of us, for sure. That was an amazing game, man, that's for sure. Absolutely. I suppose we're going to have a lot of Chris representation on this tournament. That is great to see.
Alright, if the bracket doesn't lie to me, it's time for... Alright, bronze match. Unicorn and Omega.
It was nice having you real quick here, Omega. we are really happy to have some words with you after that last match. But out of the commentary booth, get out of here. You have a match to play. Come on.
Go to work.
Big thing.
Now, Unicorn should be going in soon.
Already is in. That's efficiency. Alright, bronze match.
No, we have here the match for the 3rd place for the bronze stand in this tournament. Now, we have a very interesting team here. Unicorn here coming up, showing off his Terry skin for Garo Mark of the Wolves, and this time it's going with a point Terry.
Nothing will stop this show.
Yeah, Terry's solid choice. Like he's a very reliable character. He can do a lot of damage with
absolutely
not that many bars.
Not a lot of meter, yeah, absolutely. And not just that, they made the strange decision of making his rising tackle a real DP. He had another charge move, which has significantly strengthened Terry's arsenal. He can really do it on command at any minute, and that is just really, really scary. Oh, going for the dodge grab. Yeah, this man knows what's going on here.
I think Omega baited the dragon, the right tackle there. Baited that. Full combo this time.
That is a nice block string. Yeah, it is a good block string anyway. It is completely safe, so Unicorn is safe from that. Trying to debar Knuckle in neutral. It was just the light version to recover on time to stop the EX slide, but that projectile was not good enough. It was only a trade, and that is cherry down from Unicorn side. Now we get to see one character that has been lacking representation in every tournament. We have Clark over here. You guys, I hope you're not surprised by watching him here. There's not so much we can miss out in here. Now, let's go. Clark is having trouble as early on dealing with Mary's offensive, but as we said before, Clark is a character that is very good at getting close to their opponents on dealing with that.
Whoa.
Yeah, it is a very, very interesting move, and it's one that is very effective, because if there is one thing that Clark loses to, is grab, and the super grab was good enough to take the damage. Unfortunately for Omega, this is going to be more than enough to kill.
This battle should bring the light.
Mary down. Now it's Clark time. Roth time.
Absolutely. Now,
Yeah, it's
finally, the intro between the Ikari warriors here. It is a shame that we don't have the old poses from the 90s games, but still it's as good as it gets for introductory introductions here in KOF 15. And this is a very, very interesting match, because Ralph is one of the best characters in the game, but Clark in the right hand can be very scary, and as you have seen in this tournament, many players here have just the right hands for Clark, and Omega is about to feel the full power of the Tackle God, as many people here in this Discord refer to him.
activation.
It is raw activation, it is very risky. If something lands, it's going to be very dangerous for Clark, and that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, it was too late to confirm into Climax, so Clark is not dead, but that is hardly a problem, because Ralph has a very good offensive. It is anyone's game right now. Anybody who gets the kill is going to die, and in this case, it was Ralph. That was a beautiful tackle by Clark, and he stays alive.
That tackle was so needed right now.
As we said before, that is a great risk, and this risk paid off. That is a good way to start. Unfortunately, Ralph doesn't have a way to deal with that right now, and King is very good at keeping someone away. That fireball was all that was needed. Clark is down and is back to an anchor fight. Now, both King and Dolores have 3 bars of meter to dish damage with. Whoever connects something can do a great amount of damage. However, I believe Dolores has the upper hand when it comes to raw damage from her meter. That is a way nicely blocked EXTP. Oh yeah, that is one of the most interesting with Dolores. You have to know your distances. If you go by God alone, you may not be able to zone appropriately, and that was just not the right button to play. Unfortunately, Omega wasn't able to capitalize on that way, but now we got her into a combo. However, Dolores goes for the climax, and she was on the air. She gets hit, one of the most damaging climaxes of the game. Let's see what happens to King right now. That is incredibly damaging. This is terrible, and the raw climb activation, and it does not work. King is nearly dead. Is it going to be enough? It is, and that is a first match for Unicorn. And in what way this man came here and decided this is a robbery, hands up, climax into EX combo. Sadly, you cannot do the same on me. What are you going to do? Raw climax, we block those in here. That was a beautiful match, and what a way to represent the level we have here in Xbox Fighters. You think we're going to have big brain plays? We have them here. The big brain plays are the raw climax moves. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't, but it's the thrill of the risk. If you like to gamble, these guys are your men.
Yeah, just go for it. If you think something will work, just go for it. Don't think about it too much.
What good is 3 bars of meter if you're going to die anyway? You go,
Yeah.
you don't want those of the grave. You are going to be buried with those. They're not going to do anything for you in the grave. Might as well use them before you go. Who knows? Maybe they will just win you the match. It worked out perfectly fine for Unicorn here.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Ready?
have meter, why not use it? Like, why else would you need it?
Absolutely.
You can always
Now on the other side, we get started back here, and it's a complete shift in tone. We have to be careful. We don't have the meter to spend all day. We have to be very careful in our approach, playing some good neutral, some nice blocking from this side, and ready for the mix-ups. I was about to say, and guess what? Omega was thinking the same too. It's time for some good mix-ups over here.
yeah, especially with Mary. Nice jump. Punish the block combo.
And a guard cancel. He doesn't want her on his face. Now, most people will be happy having Mary on her face, but Terry knows better. He doesn't like a dangerous woman because he knows what she can do, and he'd rather keep her away. Now, is he going to get able to confirm? Not quite. He's just going to keep her at bay. However, Mary still has life lead, and this did not connect what was close enough. And here's a full combo by Terry. No meter usage, and so he doesn't kill, and that's a whiff from the raw super. Now, who's going to win this one? Anyone's game now, and it's Terry's at the cost of 50% meter by that EX projectile, but he takes those. He advances, even if there's not much recovery to be had in his health. It's better than losing your whole character.
Round 2. Ready? Go!
And starting with a DP, what a bold move, but it seems to be effective. Haral has taken some damage. Ready for that approach? And the grab.
Both point characters are
Very effective
That
with rolling.
is beautiful. Yeah, it is the way to go against rolls in this game. Ralph might no longer share the Argentine backbreaker with Clark, but he doesn't need it. Now, he's going to think the same thing after fighting the man himself. The grab god here, the grapple god, we'll see right now. They are both amazing characters, and technically speaking, Ralph is the better character in the tier list, as you can see by the amount of damage he can deal with those cancels. Look at the insane amount of damage. Clark just got started, and that follow-up is going to get him at less than 30%. But if he gets a good approach like that, he can do the same to you.
So much armor. Look at that damage.
And this man can survive nukes. What good are going to be punches against them? They have natural armor that no other man have. They just built different. Footsie game. Whoever hits something here is going to be very, very defining. And here it is. Is he going to do it super? He's going to. He's not going to let that chance escape. He wants to even the odds here.
One last hit for anyone.
And that's Clark.
Sweep again.
Tackle and grapple, going all out like this. As we said before, Ralph doesn't care if you're his superior officer. He's going to kick you anyway, he's going to grab you, and he's going to make sure it hurts.
That's more Ikari. Ikari action here. Hide.
Oh, roll the cross-up, that's beautiful. But he blocked the crouching, the tackle, and he zones him out. You're going to learn respect for your superiors today, says Hydern.
That's Dolores.
2 bars of meter. Is he going to get enough for a raw climax again, or is he going to believe in his combos this time? This is anyone's game right now, as they're both around the same amount of resources, the same amount of health, but at this time, here comes the raw. You know what? That was a nice tactic. Let me use it back on you.
Yeah, I could do that as well.
We said before, I hope you are watching what the characters are doing here. If these players have amazing tactics, I said you could steal some tech, you could learn something from here, but you know what? We learn from each other here. Even the contestants learn from each other here, and if your opponent does something nice, I'm going to do it right back at you.
Yeah, why would you? Right there, and there goes. There goes
All
Dolores.
eyes are on the winner of that fierce fight.
Yeah, he knew what was happening and he said, I'm not going to risk it. Why do a flashy move that could leave me at a disadvantage? I'm just going to jab you to death. What are you going to do? You don't have the health to survive from that. I'm just going to hit you. That's it. And we are tied 1-1. Let's keep going.
Get ready for a battle of titans.
Ooh. Now, here comes Rio again. He believes in his skill with that. It got him a first round. Let's see if he's gonna do it again.
Go.
Very worse in the first match. Let's see how this develops. He knew to jump that tackle. He was way too high for that to connect, and he still keeps the pressure going. The route kick with, but it doesn't matter because he recovers fast enough to hit with a combo, and Clark is not taking it. And the tackle at the last second, he decided he wasn't blocking anymore, and now he's getting but a full combo, and the grab super, one of the flashiest techniques in the game. It's extremely easy, it's extremely fun to watch, but not so fun to get hit by. Oh, block the tackle once more. You thought it was a nice idea. I'm not going to let you do it again. The approach by Clark is very scary. He is a grappler, but he is not slow. That's it, Ralph. I am your superior officer. I'm your colonel here, and you're going down. Now, here comes everyone here. Stand up for the Rio believer. He doesn't think he needs rubber. Rio is the best one. He likes bikes. He's a family man, and he's going for it. Oh, you're going to taunt me? I'm going to teach you the strength of the Kyokugen style. He's going for the basic neutral with Clark, and it's working so far, but Rio is just that strong. When you think he's not going to zone you out, he's going to throw the EX fireball and you're getting hit by it.
Yeah, almost close to giant projectile. You don't like that?
Absolutely. He's starting him, he's trying to get in, he's saying if you're going to get hit, you're going to come close, you're going to get hit by the DPs, and he goes the light DP. You can feel tempted to come in and strike me, but I'm going to recover. And if you do the raw super, you're going to get kicked in the toes. That hurts a lot, and it's enough to get the Ralph down.
Are you ready?
Now or never. Ready? Go.
Rolling! Rolling!
There it goes. Yeah, the light DPs, you want to approach me, you're getting hit by those, he says. I was thinking at any minute he's going to slide at you and there's not much you can do. Oh, but he's not taking the mix. You try to mix me, I'm dragon punching you. Let's go. And there's a fireball. That's an excellent keep away with Mary. You just need those kicks and that's all she needs. Oh, but you reached this counter. Oh, but that's a full combo by Mary and you are going down. Perhaps it could have gone without the need of EX, but it's the safest way to go. The muscle memory sometimes is too strong and Rio is down. That's all that matters.
Down to lower.
Stand your ground. Ready? Go!
Using those buttons to full extent right away. Let's go. Oh, the slide once more. It's so dangerous. And the mix-up game once more. Sadly, Laura doesn't have the DP to deal with those, so she's hitting those. And that's a full combo going on, but she misses the launcher and then used the mirror anyway. She committed to it. Sadly, the timing was off, and that's a waste of mirror, but she doesn't need the Dolores is under a lot of pain. Now, is going to be enough to kill?
Yes.
It was enough! That was beautiful display of skill by Unicorn with his Dolores.
You'd love to see it. Alright, Dolores, Hayden. Dolores,
Unfortunately, Dolores used the vast majority of her meter dealing with Mary.
as you heard. Over to the level.
Oh, absolutely. She could still pull a combat here. Oh, but Hiron is doing a great job zoning. Dolores is getting desperate. Unicorn is trying to get in close no matter what. But Hiron isn't letting them. And now that he's here, he's going to defend. There's the fireball again. Oh, and that is a cross-up. Near death.
So close. One hit. Combo. Unfortunately, no
Oh, I did
beater.
not combo. He didn't have EX to follow it up. Oh,
the jump in.
that was... Yeah, the super was enough mental damage. He didn't know what to do in the situation. Any approach was too dangerous, and that jumping kick was all it took. That was a beautiful match by both of our players here. Unfortunately for Unicorn, this is an Omega match. He got it, and he takes the third place here at the King of Fighters 15 tournament in Xbox Fighters.
Whew, close one.
Yeah, good games, man.
Right, take Unicorn.
Absolutely, that was an amazing display of skill, Omega. That was a beautiful match to witness. Both amazing players here.
Just loving the Ikari Warrior matches.
It's a shame we don't have the poses again anymore, but you know, the match is good enough by itself. Now, I believe we only have one match left, right? Is it grand finals time?
It's time for the grand finals. It's Omega. It's ExFalcon against Willy.
Now, we are going to work in getting that match prepared for you. Don't go anywhere. This tournament is coming to a close, but this is not over yet. We're going to have an amazing grand finals between Willy and Falcon.
Yeah, remember
It should be a good match.
this is first to 3, so remember that. And
The grand finals are about to start, and we see Chris on both teams. Judging by this, you will think that he's top of the tier list, but he's just very good in the right hands, and we have two players that know exactly what to do with his strengths. Now, is Willy going to be able to take the champion down? Is the champion Chris going down, or is his new Chris going to take over? No matter what, we're going to have a Chris the champion once again. Take it how you will.
No!
defense.
And there it is. And that's a nice anti-air. Unfortunately, Chris does not stop. Not even lightning is enough to take him down. He's going to approach you no matter what. What is lightning to a god, he says.
Show no mercy.
So I think Seminary is probably a good match for Chris, but
Player one takes an early lead.
any mistakes,
Yeah, you can only think. Yeah, absolutely. You can't just think of the character matchup. You need to think about the player matchup. And unfortunately, ExFalcon is way too strong. But then again, Luong is one of the best characters that Willy has. Let's see what happens in this second round. It takes the meter, but it's fine. It's out of the way, and now see back to neutral. But Chris doesn't care. He's right on your face again. That advance is just way too fast. What are you going to do against it? Oh, he goes for the basic combo, but it's enough to confirm some damage.
Going down without a fight.
Absolutely, and he doesn't want to go without using the meter.
low on playstyle though, isn't it? She doesn't have the biggest damage combos, but she can get a lot.
Yeah.
has way too much startup to hit his bottom. There it is, into EX, but misses the follow-up and the combo drops.
That's
Might
unfortunate.
prove me wrong there on the damage. Unlucky.
Now it's a Chris versus Chris match. Whatever happens, you guys are not gonna know what's happening on screen, but that's what you have the commentators here for. And up to the corner, but that's not going to be enough. A jumping head kick is going to be enough. Now they're both trying to go for the jumping CDs, but it doesn't matter. Both are in the offensive. They're just trading turns over and over. And
We've seen a lot of that tonight.
yeah. It is the way to go with Chris. You're not jumping if you're not doing jump CD. That's not how you play Chris. And these two know it. Look at that defense. That's beautiful. Just go back and forth. It's your turn. No, it's mine now. Oh, he was expecting perhaps the cross-up, but oh, there's the cross-up. A little bit too late. And he might be dead.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, what a shame for Willie. He was putting up a great fight against this Chris. He was not just letting him hit him, and he was doing a lot of damage. Unfortunately, that last combo was enough. Those 2 bars of meter were enough to end Willie's life. But it's only the first one. Remember, when someone has to win 3 games.
It's not many people that get their turn against Falcon's Chris, and they were taking turns, so it's
yeah, it's a complete and amazing display of skill on both sides. Now, remember, this time it's a first to 3. You have to win 3 times to take the championship of King of Fighters 15 in XboxFighters. Now, let's see what happens in this next match. We can see Willie has a skill to back up his title here for the grand finals. But once again, Falcon is a champion, and that's no easy thing to achieve. Oh, there's the punish. I was expecting that. That's good, yeah. And there's level 1. Falcon is really good with those. And the roll-up grab is very consistent. Once again, he's going to do it a 3rd time. Not in my watch. Some super strategies are the most effective, yeah.
That was nasty.
Did really well there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. But Benimaro wanted his turn back, and Chris was not letting it happen.
Both very fast characters. Run type style.
And the XDP into a good amount of damage. The rollback to just only to get hit by the crouching kick. There's the light confirms again. This is happening a lot this match. You have to be on the lookout for those. Oh, unfortunately it was not enough to get a follow-up. And he did not cross up. The rolling to the combo, that's the shame, but that's still a lot of damage dealt here. It's not over yet.
One mistake and one gone.
Yeah, they're playing footage accordingly. Oh, there's a trade. The knock time has passed, so there's not going to be a lot of recovery on Chris, but it's still a good amount of health. Is Chris with Willie going to be able to take down the Chris of the champion? The easy confirm, yeah.
Okay. Not going down without a fight. No intention of losing this match. Crazy Chris.
But Chris goes down. Now he has to deal with Terry with 1.5 bars of meter. As we said before, Terry is very good with or without meter, and 1.5 is enough to make him scary. Oh, he tried to roll and grab, but he got absolutely.
Big damage coming.
we said before, sometimes it's all he takes for Terry. It's way too much damage, and even if the meter is down, he doesn't need much to finish the fight. And the overhead with the EX, that's the second match for ExFalcon, one step closer to become, for the third time in a row, the champion of King of Fighters 15. However, we can see that Willy is not quite out of the picture yet. He may be chose to adapt, or he might go with his same team, adjusting to his strategy, knowing that he has the ability to get this through. He only needs to adapt to his playstyle, and he believes he can take this match. Now, Falcon has a lot of momentum going. Is Willy going to be able to stop it?
Yeah. 始め Round 1 Ready Go 雷神剣チャッ
よっと
シェッ
Only put in some good damage last time, so
よっと
if we can do it again.
Yeah, they're starting with some jump lights to make sure to get their turn here. And here's the jumping CD. Minimur is trying to get some damage in. But as we said before, those light confirms are very good from this time from Willy. But you know, as I've said before, Chris is really good with those, and Falcon is not going to let those slide.
外れですよっとよっと
No
と下ですそれ下です下ですえいや
And we get those. That impressive offense as usual. But that's a lot of damage off of Minimur. And this might be
won't give up that easy.
this is a nice start for our champion ExFalcon here. Willy might be able to take something down, but this is still a top order.
Both sides switches on
So we
deadly.
saw Luong putting some good damage last time. Let's see if she can do the same. Oh, it's so dangerous. Every time you think it's your turn, the XDP waiting for you.
Yeah, and you can see that Luong is trying to do a different approach. He's not going for the big confirm, but he's trying to hit the crouching glide kicks, knowing this is what Chris does. Is one of the fastest buttons, and he's going to steal that turn back. There's a beautiful cross-up. Trying to get a turn back, trying to stop Chris from doing those rolls, from doing those early attacks. At this time, it has become a battle of crouching light kicks, and here Chris is doing all the damage with the meter. I don't need it. I'm going to take it down right now. And just like before, Chris is left with very low life, but at the cost of Luong. This is match and tournament point for ExFalcon. Only Chris is standing in the way. Now, is Willy going to be able to do a full recovery here? We are about to see that right now.
So safety
golden
needs
light.
to get up to stop the dashes.
A good DP deserves another.
Oh, if it can go to work.
And this could be
Wow.
it, just like that. ExFalcon is for the third time in a row the champion of the King of Fighters 15 tournament here at XboxFighters.
Good job. Very well
Very
deserved.
strong. Yeah, yeah, really.
That was a great performance by all of our contestants today. It was a great tournament, a great display of skills from every single player here at XboxFighters, and we're really glad to have a great closing to this tournament, showing some top play from the best characters with some of the best players here at XboxFighters.
Very good shit. So congratulations to ExFalcon. Congratulations to all of the competitors. You've been
Congratulations to ExFalcon for first place, for Willy to making it all the top to grand finals, second place, and for our very own Omega Matt here in the commentary booth for reaching third place in the tournament.
I'll take it. At least I didn't have to play against Falcon.
There's always a positive. All right.
Once more, ExFalcon making Mexico proud, bringing it for those of us. He's going to make sure that the reputation Mexico has for being great at King of Fighters is not only a stereotype, it's not only a rumor, it is fact, it is truth, and he's showing it off here in front of a beautiful live audience. This is an amazing tournament. Congratulations one more, ExFalcon, on your victory, on your championship, for being our 3 times champion here at XboxFighters.
Yeah. Shoutouts to all the Mexican players. You are doing this game proud. So,
I'm sure, of course, that doesn't mean we are not here appreciating the rest of the countries participating here.
Oh, yeah.
As you can see here, we had some amazing players for Europe doing a great job representing the community, knowing we love KOF too. This game does not belong only to South America, to Latin America. Here in Europe, we love this game as well. We have some amazing representatives from France, from Germany, from the United Kingdom, from Spain. They are here making their continent proud with their performance.
And if you want to make people proud, you can do next week in Samurai Showdown, hosted by the one and only Thrusty. There is a match arena where you can actually win the special green money and have fun with that game, because there are a lot.
Of course, if you are interested. There are a lot of great players for Samurai Showdown here at the Discord. People keep playing it. People have not stopped playing Samurai Showdown ever since they released. People keep saying it's a dead game, but here at the community of Xbox Fighters, we have plenty of great players. We have not stopped playing Samsho. We join back every week. We love this game, and we are going to show it off on next week on the Samurai Showdown tournament hosted by ThrustyZol. If you are interested in joining, make sure to hit the Discord, the tourney segment. There's all the information you need, and if you still need more information about that, you can always ask ThrustyZol, Kellyanne, or any of the people of the beautiful Discord of the community of Samurai Showdown, or any one of the admins of this Legion of the Samurai Club on Xbox.
Yeah, also coming up 14th of May, the game that is probably one of the biggest fighting games of them. So Street Fighter 5, we are playing that, and the challenge and the bracket is coming soon. I tried to set it up before the tournament. The website didn't let me, so you have to wait until the website actually lets me create a tournament again. But just know it's coming. So that's that.
Of course, if you have access to a PC and Street Fighter, go to Street Fighter there. If you have a PS4 and you got Street Fighter 5, you are completely free to join. As soon as the challenge page is up, we are going to let everybody know. If you are interested in showing your skills in Street Fighter 5, you are completely free to do so. The game is often on sale anyway, and it is in the best state possible right now. It's had recently its final update with many balance changes. The game is in a great position right now. If you never wanted to play Street Fighter 5 until it was finished, if you were scared of changes being made to the balance of your character no longer playing the same, you have nothing to worry about. The game is finished now. You are free to come on in, practice, find a character you love, and if you feel confident, or if you just want to have fun, make sure to join the Street Fighter 5 tournament here on Xbox Fighters, hosted by your very own Lemmy Hawkins.
Alright, then that's it for today. I am the man with kind of a plan. I'm Lemmy. This has been DevilJ and Omega Mad, and we will see you next time. Bye.
See you next time. Make sure to practice for the next tournament. We hope to see you back.
Bye.
See you next time, guys. Bye.